Welcome to the Native Diamond Podcast.
Oh, shit! What you waiting for?
Yo. What the fuck is up, everyone? Seth Mc here with another podcast episode. And this time, this is something totally different. This is a new show that I'm doing on the podcast, and it's called MOSHPIT Monday. I'm going to try to do this as many Mondays as I can. If I don't have an interview lined up, it's just basically going to be me pulling some of my friends that I've made off the podcast. We're going to get together in a Zoom meeting. We're going to get drunk and talk shit. So if you're a shit talker, you like hearing us talk about music, this is going to be the show for you. And it's going to be something that I try to do a lot more moving forward. But anyway, huge thanks to Joey from VRSTY, to Jayce, to Scott, to Adam of A Light Divided. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, shooting the shit. It was a lot of fun. I got a little too wasted, I'm not going to lie. More so than I usually do, but it was like hanging out at a bar or like something like that. We're just talking and just like listening to music, playing samples, trying to show each other what we're into and just spread awareness of like newer music that you may or may have not listened to. And you know what? I'm not going to stall any longer. Here it is, the first fucking episode of MOSHPIT Monday. Let's get it. What's up, my dude? Seth Mc here. This is Native Diamond Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. And today marks the first ever episode of a new show that I'm doing on the podcast called MOSHPIT Monday. And literally all we're going to do is drink and talk shit.
Fuck yeah. My favorite thing.
So the special guests on today's show, I got Joey from VRSTY, Jayce, Scott, and Adam from A Light Divided. What's going on, guys?
Hey, everybody. Cheers.
Dude, thanks for being here on this special occasion. It's the first episode.
You said drinking and shenanigans. I'm in.
Pretty much our MO.
Yeah, she's right. I would have said that in a much clearer voice, but this Bacardi goes down kind of rough.
He took a shot. No chaser.
I feel like I'm a total wimp. Like, all you guys are drinking Bacardi and freaking vodka, and I'm like drinking wine. Like,
I'm drinking seltzer.
Rosé.
I'm actually I'm gonna be having mojitos with my Bacardi. So.
It's like legit.
Drink wine, Joey. Just let the women drink wine.
I want to drink something smooth, man. Like something nice and smooth, and I'll just shoot the Bacardi right after a sip of mojito. Just ruin myself.
Oh, whoa, I didn't know it was going to be like that. All right, sorry. That button was weird. I haven't clicked half these buttons, so I think they're kind of vulgar. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, trying to get on my Howard Stern game, but some of these are very vulgar. I'm not going to click on. Like, ear rape girl moans. Like, I'm not going to click that. All right, I'm just going to be honest. That's the button. That's literally what the button says.
It's the button, man. We need to know these things.
I'm hard.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm done. Cancel.
On that one.
You told me to click it. Okay, first off. All right. Anyway, let's get off the shenanigans. So we're gonna start off with the hot round. I'm gonna quick fire some bands off, either or style. You say the first thing that comes to mind. Don't think about it. Don't be over analytical. Okay.
Oh,
shit.
that's my whole.
Come on.
That's my.
Don't do it. Say the first thing that comes to mind.
I can do that.
Okay. Ready for the first one?
Let's go party.
All right, let's go. Counterparts or a mirror?
Counterparts. Adam.
Oh.
Okay, let's first go.
Counterparts. I thought he was gonna ask me another set of bands. Sorry,
Nope.
counterparts. Sure.
Mirror.
Amir.
Sick.
All
So
day.
who said counterparts? One person?
Jason Adams are counterparts.
Okay, cool. I would say counterparts as well.
But see, I went with Amir because they have that one line. I don't even remember what's the name of that song where he's like, "Ask your girl what my dick tastes like."
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the sickest lyric ever. Yeah, the lyric. Yeah, I gotta go with Amir. Sickest lyric ever.
You know what my dick tastes like.
It's literally an Amir song. He's like, "Ask your girl what my
That's
dick
a new
tastes like."
song?
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, what he said.
God damn it! What song is that?
Yeah, dude, that's gonna kill me. Fuck.
God fuck! What song is that?
Light up.
Somebody Google it real quick. No.
Ask your girl what my dick tastes like. Da, 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 da.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go with the
R2
second
Deep
one.
Throat.
Oh, you know what? That rings a bell.
I don't know.
Could be wrong
Great line.
though.
It's a great line.
I'm succumbing to peer pressure. I'm just going with whatever you're saying. All right, anyway, let's go with the second one. Ready? Loathe or Spirit Box? Who you got?
Box.
Spirit book.
All day.
Yeah, Spirit Box. is
Maybe
great.
not all day, but
Stop
Today.
analyzing. Quick.
I'm analyzing.
Quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Am I go?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, Spirit Box.
Damn. No one said Loathe. But
I
no, I
wanted
mean
to-
Spirit Box, that's hard.
I wanted to go with Load, but Spirit Box is like,
yeah,
Dude,
they're
I'm
cool.
fucking killing it, and I can't not.
yeah, they're like the kings of music right now.
Yeah,
Kings
absolutely.
and queens. It's just,
So-
it's just shit.
What's the appeal to Spirit Box?
I just really like the way that they blend their melodic with their heavy. It's so seamless and chef's kiss. So good.
For sure. No, you're right. I think you're right. I will agree with that sentiment. All right, you guys ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Architects or Bring Me the Horizon?
Oh no, I have to say Bring Me.
Bring me.
But I love Architects and their new stuff is so good. But Bring Me, oh,
I think Architects, honestly, as much as I love Bring Me and I love their entire catalog, I love everything they've done. But I don't know, man. I love Architects.
Shit. I'm gonna go with Bring Me, even though I feel like at certain times I listen to Architects more. I think it's easier to get into Bring Me the Horizons music.
Dude, yeah. So, are you guys looking forward to this new like Architects album? All these
Absolutely
singles?
not. Nope.
he's like,
Not
no.
this time.
No, yeah, no. Of course I am.
Well, I was just curious because some people were, obviously talking shit about like how they've changed direction and that whole conversation. We've all heard it 1,000 times.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's because people don't understand what it's like to write music. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh my God, if you change directions, you sold out because you want to make money. It's like, bitch, what money? I'm just changing what I'm playing. I'm just changing what I'm playing because I want to play something different.
Yeah.
It gets old playing the same type of songs, the same style.
Yeah.
Any night out.
And I feel
Right.
like they just keep getting better and better, honestly. So maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I fucking love Architects. I love them then. I love them even more now.
Also, to be fair, we're all in bands.
Right.
So anything we say is an unpopular opinion.
Well, all right. So, what do you guys think about the new Dead Butterflies? Have you seen the video?
I've seen the video.
You seen it?
Yeah.
It's different. It's not bad. It's like it's still Architects, just like a different style. I think it's because people want to hear like the whole like yelly, super heavy breakdown and shit that they were doing before, and it's like, dude, just go listen to the old records for that shit.
Right. Like in my opinion, though, like this has nothing to do with Architects, but Captives is coming in at the right time with their sound because they're kind of like, I don't know, the new Architects. It reminds me a lot of Captives, or like either vice versa, or whatever.
That's true. I can see that.
Oh, that's just my opinion. Unpopular, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, podcast, unpopular. Anything you say is an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I mean, to the 5 people listening.
Out so people don't get fucking salty with you and read you for filth in the comments.
Hey, I get filthy ones too, though.
Comments are the best. I love them. I absolutely love.
I'm a sensitive Sally and I cry.
I don't know that first initial read. I'm like, you motherfucker, and then I'm like, okay, whatever.
I never get mad.
No, it cracks me up, dude.
Yeah, someone yesterday literally on one of the comments and things said my band is garbage, and I was like, thanks. And they're like, how dare you say thank you to this comment? And I'm like, bro, you call this trash. Like,
What do you want me
I'm
to
from
say?
New York City. I pride myself on being trash. This is amazing. Why wouldn't I thank you for that?
This is fine.
You're like, do you know me personally? Are we friends?
Dude, I gotta love it. You gotta love hate.
I do. I
Yeah.
get a kick out of it.
All right, next one. Hopefully you've heard of them. If you haven't, I'm not going to be offended. Static Dress or If I Die First.
Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't know them.
Fair enough.
I don't. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with If I Die First.
As a dream and now
180%. I listen to everything. Listen, I don't got no life. I literally look. All I do is I sit here on my computer. I write music. I drink, and then when I'm ready, I'll jerk off and I'll go to sleep. That's literally my entire life.
Where you find new music.
Exactly. So I just be out here like looking like, you know, like when you get on YouTube and you're like, you're just going through bands. It's almost like when you're on Pornhub and you're like page 300. That's how I am with bands. Like I'll just go through all of them. Like eventually I'm gonna find something I love.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you haven't heard of If I Die First. Do you know who Little Lotus is?
Yep.
I'm
I
going to
don't.
play a snippet if that's cool. You guys
Yeah.
down with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fine.
All right, we're going to play a snippet. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Share my sound. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and turn off the Pornhub mentions. I'm just kidding. My wife would probably kill me, literally. All right, tell me if you hear it.
Pops up right now.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right, hold on. That's a bad example. I'm just going to play it for like a couple seconds. We're not going to get too involved, okay? All right, cool.
Okay.
Kind of get the gist. I mean, if you heard the whole song, it sounds to me it's more like a census fail type thing. So if you're
you
It's
just
like-
smart friend.
It's like old school census film, like a little bit of old from first to last.
yeah, that's perfect.
And it's all
Yeah, it's like
With like hip hop like influence.
yeah, it's super emo core, like way old emo core. It's fucking sick.
That's pretty
Makes you
awesome.
want to commit suicide, but like everything.
goody.
We're the same.
So somber. Okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna play Static Dress. I have to play Static Dress. I feel like you guys would like this a lot. All right. Let's share it again. Hold on. Sorry, I'm kind of slow at this. I'm not that professional. All right. See my screen?
This room is.
All right, cool. There it is.
That's tight. I like that a lot.
So that's kind of more like I didn't hear any screaming yet, but it's more like an under oath.
Mm-hmm.
That one's more like an under oath if you're into that.
Very much.
What do you mean if you're into that? Everyone should be into Under.
All right, everyone should.
Yeah,
If you
right?
don't, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, represent Tampa boys.
You're
Don't give them
canceled.
options.
Very
Yeah.
right now, every fucking band from Florida.
You guys didn't know Scott is actually the mayor of Florida.
See, we talked about this
Oh
on
yeah.
the last podcast
Have
that
you
we
seen-
did together, and now I have confirmation that this is a real legit fact.
It is.
I'm watching the Lightning game as I do this.
He's commentating. He's in the comments. No, that's crazy, dude. So like, okay, what is the Florida thing? Are you diehard? Like you're from Florida? Like you're born in Florida?
Yeah, they just give me. I just tease them about it. Honestly, it's just like every time like we're somewhere like and like there's some band on the radio or something, or like we're listening to some band, we're like, oh, another Florida band, and it just became a running gag. And
Yeah.
it's just become like a sort of a running joke amongst us.
These are
And now I have to point it out every single time there's a Florida band. Like, I
But
just
most-
point it out.
Most
Meanwhile, we're like, look, there's Alisana, and that's all we got.
Yeah, this is between Barry and me. That's
Yeah.
it. We don't
Dude, that's
need
awesome.
to
Oh, listen, from New York, we have a Muir. So ask your girl what my dick tastes like.
Hey, you actually have a lot. You guys have
Do
a
we?
lot. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
From Jersey, we have My Chem and like
Yeah.
a plethora of others.
That's like the biggest band in the universe, though.
Right, exactly. It kind of trumps.
Exactly. It shows that our brand of trash is special.
Yeah.
Extra smelly.
Fuck, I mean,
From
North Carolina
What are
is
you
like, we're only known for like Michael Jordan and fucking like Kelly Pickler. Like, this sucks ass.
I don't even know who Kelly Pickler is, but what a sick name.
I
Just
just
like
she's a country artist from American Idol, and I do not want to talk about how I know that. We
I
got
mean-
bacon.
That's all. Like the pride
You're
of
gonna
my
tell me why you
hometown.
know that eventually.
Like the pride of my hometown, they had a fucking sign like at the clock tower. It's like home of Kelly Pickler. I was like, this is so whack.
So where are you
Like
from?
this is what we're known for. Originally I'm from California, but like I've lived in North Carolina for like 20 plus years.
Where's home of Kelly Pickler? Is it Albemarle?
Albemarle, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I lived there for a long time. I'm surprised you know that. That's fucking insane to me. that
I'm
you know.
actually from North Carolina, unlike everybody
What?
else. Yeah.
Okay.
I
What?
wouldn't say that proud of.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
What part of North Carolina?
I'm from Winston-Salem.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm from Albemarle. I basically worked as a chef in Charlotte for the past 5 years.
Cool.
Nice.
It's not that cool actually.
Well,
Next time I go to North Carolina,
And
next time I go to North Carolina, I'm hitting you up and be like, yo, what's up with that meal, bro?
Oh no, come through, man. Like you can
What's up with that
come to the
meal?
farm. I live out in the country. Look, my house is gonna be like the metal Airbnb when shit starts popping off again.
hey, I work in Charlotte. I can just drop by.
Yeah, just come by, dude. I'll make you a drink. I'm vegan now. I'll make you a vegan burger. What's up?
Oh, never mind.
All right, so I'm gonna show
You might like it. Hey, you might like it.
Does he look like he's seen a vegetable?
Okay, well, you know what? I'll make you a regular. I'll make you whatever you want. How about that?
I'm gonna go make myself another drink though.
Do that.
BRB.
Yeah. All right, cool.
vegan.
I should again.
So all right, so I want that vegan meal. So I'm gonna pull up like, yo, what's
Dude,
up
come
with that
on.
vegan meal, bro?
Dude, I can make it taste really good, man. I'm telling you.
I'm poor. I'll turn down any meal, even if I don't like it. Like I won't turn down any.
All right, how about this? I just won't even fucking tell you that it's vegan or anything. And then
Yeah,
you just be
don't
like,
say
damn.
Bro,
This
if you
shit
don't
is
tell
fire.
me, listen, if you don't tell me what it is, I'm putting it in my mouth. That's like the rule. Like I don't
That's
give
how I
a shit.
live.
That's how I live my life. Yeah, don't,
So even
don't
if the
tell me
lights
what it is, I'm
off.
putting it in my face. I don't give a shit.
Bro, I just turn off the lights. I turn off the lights, close my eyes, and put it in my mouth. Don't ask questions.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
For this podcast because I feel like it needs to happen.
Oh god, we're getting canceled. Getting
Wait,
canceled.
we were talking
That's
about
all right.
food.
Listen, cancel culture doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, sure.
You get canceled for like a week, and then what you do is there's a trick to it. So you get canceled, and then you write a long apology, and at the end of the apology, you make sure you say, "I'm gonna do my best to find Jesus and find God and find religion," and then you can come back next week.
Oh god.
Sick. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. Crazy.
Shit.
Everyone
Oh my
fucking
God.
does the same thing.
Free reign to do whatever I want from now on.
From now on. All right. I don't want to ask the next question until we have everyone here.
Bacardi bottle.
He's taking straight from the bottle. I love your approach.
My hero.
I don't
Love
have like a drink.
Feel in my house. I have all of them now, and I blame you.
I'm gonna see you in Nashville, and I'm gonna see you in Nashville, and I'm gonna see all you guys in Nashville. Yeah, and so we're
Can't
just
wait.
gonna get riggedy. We're gonna get wrecked. It's gonna be great.
I'm
I
gonna
won't be able to
take
do
every
anything.
day that you're there and just harass you because it's gonna freaking blow my mind knowing that all of my friends are together without me. I can't handle
I'm just
it.
gonna
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 suck.
ruin all of your recording sessions. That's what I'm gonna do. Anything you guys have going on,
Same.
I'm gonna
You're
ruin. Like, listen,
gonna come in.
yeah, I'm just gonna be. Listen, my recording sessions are done, so you don't need yours. Okay.
I'm gonna eat yours up.
The first time we ever hung out too was in Nashville, wasn't it, Joey? That was like the first time we hung out.
In Nashville, yeah. We I remember because JC rode the bull,
We all did.
All did.
and we had a bet.
Jeez.
We had a. I didn't wait. Did I did. Damn, how drunk
Yeah,
was it? I don't even remember doing it.
We were like, whatever band has the average of the longest time on the bull has to buy the other band a case of beer. And I did not want to ride the bull, but I am so easily peer pressured into friendship. They got me. And then we won. And then we shared our beer with them anyway. So everyone, pretty much was winning.
Everyone drinks. Everyone wins.
That's great.
One of the best like tour starts anybody could ask for though, because the show was like super early.
Yeah.
Because it was
actually
like, quasi straight edge venue. So we all got done at like 9 o'clock and then hit Nashville. So it was
Damn.
Aww.
That sounds fun.
We're drinking the moonshine.
Yep.
We're riding the bull.
Can't wait to do that.
We're going back to Wild Beaver, where our friendship first began, and I'm gonna hug you and cry.
and then ride the bull.
I'm gonna ride the bull. We'll make another bet on the bull that night. Like, all right, we're gonna continue the tradition.
You have to. I'm like, there's no way that we're not in the same city at the same time, and we don't celebrate the fact that that's.
Oh, we don't celebrate. No one should drink Bacardi straight. This tastes like.
Oh my God, you're savage, savage guy.
You have to wait till I get there the next night though before we go to Wild Beaver and do all that. I'll be there.
We'll wait for you. We'll wait.
We're gonna wait for you. I'll just wake up drunk and do it all over again, and not tell you that I already did it.
There you go. That's how you do it.
That'll be the warm up, and then we'll do it.
Yeah. Pre-game for Scott.
That's
we gotta make sure that we're still good.
Yeah,
you gotta. You always have to warm your liver up before hanging out with me.
All right. Drink some water. Eat a meal.
Right.
All right. Next one. You guys ready? Are we still doing this?
Well,
all right.
Detour.
We can abandon this anytime you guys want. Okay, this is just for shits and
I
gigs.
saw the preview of what was coming, so I'm interested. Let's do it.
All right. Next one, Polaris or the Amity Affliction. Who you got?
Oh, sorry. We're going in order. I'm sorry.
Polaris.
I'm gonna go with the Amity Affliction because
like
I haven't listened to Polaris.
I am like so in the tank for Polaris right now. It's like one of my favorite bands. So yeah, Polaris.
My mind could be changed. No.
I'm gonna go with Polaris, even though I don't really like either one of the bands.
I'm not a big fan of the Amity Affliction. Like I'm not a big Amity fan. I love Polaris, but I'm not a big Amity fan.
I like both bands, but I'm not like crazy about it. You know?
What is it that you just falls flat for you? I guess. What is it?
It's the lyrics for me.
Yeah. Too straightforward.
It's the lyrics for me.
I don't know what it is. It's just something that I think they're good. I can listen to it and be like, yeah, this is enjoyable, but I don't find myself seeking it out on my
It's
not for me.
I think for me, it's like it's good on like I could watch their music videos and stuff like that. Like if there's a visual with it, but like just like listen to it, I can't do it.
Yeah, like the "Soak Me in Bleach" song. I just kind of like, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I don't want it.
That's officially endorsed by the RNC. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
That song could have low key been about dyeing his hair. You don't know.
Well, in that case,
sign me the fuck up.
He's like, let's go.
He's a hair.
Like that album with like Open Letter or whatever that song was called, Open Letter or whatever. I like that album. That whole album was all right. And then I just never really listened to much else by them. Like they're good. I don't know. Same thing. I guess they just don't do a lot for me. They're all right.
Looking at Scott. Like what is to your
go on my boxes?
I have two screens. So, like my camera's over here, but like you guys are actually over here. So I'm actually looking at you over here. And then I got the hockey game on over here, so I keep looking over there too.
That's a pretty cool setup.
Crazy person, bro.
Yeah.
All right, next one. You ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Next one. We Came as Romans or Like Moss to Flames.
Oh.
Okay. You know, I'm going to go with We Came as Romans just because my inner emo girl has to.
Yeah.
We Came as Romans. So me too.
100% Like Moss to Flames. I fucking love that band, dude.
I like them too. I really do.
I'm gonna go with like Monster Flames. They're just they're consistent. They're super solid, super consistent.
That's fair.
Yeah, We Came as Romans. What was the song? There's like something and brotherhood is nothing without your brothers.
Oh man.
It was on To Plant a Seed.
Yeah. That's really like one of the OG ones.
I love that song. God damn it.
If this was like trivia, we'd all lost right now.
I would.
I'm so bad at song names.
Yeah, me too. Album names, song names, I don't know shit. I'm like the one that goes like that's
Yeah.
The one that goes like
Song titles half the time.
No, I
We
don't.
have code names for everything.
Well, I'll like put it on a fucking radio station and just play it through. And I'm at work. I can't look at my phone honestly because like cooking and shit. So like I just like play through a station and I'm like and then I kind of know like who's who. Like obviously the vocal color. I'm like, oh, that's Weeknd is Romans or that's whoever. But like I have no idea what the fucking songs are.
Same.
Sound really bad. I'm a poser.
I have to.
I'm a poser.
If I hit something that I like, I have to like stare at it for a little bit and then just be like, okay, I like the song by them. I need to know
like
what
it.
song.
You have to win over my entire soul for me to learn.
Yeah, like I need to know
Yeah.
what song I like so I can come back to that song and be like, all right, I heard this song. Let me check out something.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, serious question. This isn't a quick fire, but do you guys have like Apple Music or do you have Spotify?
I have
Or neither.
Spotify.
Spotify for me as well.
I
Okay.
just don't see the purpose of having both, and I just learned about Spotify first, and that's really what
Matter of fact,
my
I think-
decision making.
It was what Christmas like last Christmas
yeah.
last year. I just went ahead and got the family plan and gave it away to all my bandmates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Spotify guy too, which oddly enough, like Apple, I'm like Apple everything else, like everything Apple except for except for my streaming choice. That's Spotify.
Oh,
Really
fuck you guys.
What do you
I have
got?
Apple Music. No.
I have both.
I have like I had both for a little bit and then I canceled my Spotify just because I don't like listening to random shit.
I feel you.
Like you listen to like playlists. When you listen to playlists, I could just jump through bands and I'm like, I don't like this. It's very
I
confusing.
don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I mostly listen to albums straight through, to be honest with you, though.
Yeah.
So just get Apple Music.
Yeah.
Get Apple Music.
But I also like I'll find a song that I really love and then I'll put it on that artist's radio station, and I've discovered so many new artists
Uh-huh.
just on random
See,
by doing that.
the only reason why I have this thing against it, and it's just this is not a real thing. It's not a serious thing. I also know it's not part of Spotify's thing, so just get ready for it.
Okay.
It's just a stupid thing that I have in my head where I'm like, I wouldn't play a band's radio station because I'm like, I don't give a fuck about what band sounds like that band. Or find someone else. That's how my brain thinks about it. Like, oh, here's a station where all the bands sound like that band. And I'm like, I don't want a band that sounds like that. I want to find something else. Even though I know I'm probably 100% incorrect on that.
But that's how my bitch ass learned about slaves, and I don't regret that for a second.
Oh, no, man, I equate
But
it
I
to.
was slow as shit to come.
I'm gonna. show
I was
my
slow
age
to that one too.
here. I'm gonna show my age a little bit here, but I remember like being pretty hard on Napster, and like I would find an album from a band I really liked, and then I would look at what other bands that user had in their library, and I would download some of that other stuff, and I got turned on to a lot of bands that way. So
Yeah. I'm gonna show my
Never
age.
used that.
I'm gonna show my age. I used to go into record stores and like just pick out an album cover that I thought looked cool.
I like this picture.
I am just young, so
I remember going to Best Buy every Tuesday and buying 2 or 3 records because they were $10 on release day.
Damn. All right,
Isn't
hold
that
on.
crazy to think about that? Like we used to buy albums based on the cover. We didn't know
Yeah.
what the fuck it sounded like. It'd be like, oh, does that look cool? I'm gonna buy
Facts.
that. Then you take it home and you realize it's like some folk indie shit, and you're like, what is this?
You're like, hold on, dude.
What the
No,
fuck?
legit. I
All right.
actually used to do that though, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that. Like, this album looks cool. I want to check
the
this
only
band out.
time that I would buy your record is if you were the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. All right. Here's what kind of fucked me up last year with the whole Spotify rap thing. It was like, you've listened to 182 different genres. I'm like, I can't even name fucking 182 genres. What the fuck does that even mean?
There's no way anyone. I don't know how. I feel like Spotify is just creating statistics for the users. Like, oh, like that. You listen to 180 different genres. Like, there's only literally like 4 fucking real genres, and then there's a billion subgenres. What are you talking
I'm
about?
like, what is going on? This makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah, genres got so specific where it's like, listen here, if you're looking for smooth rock for single women in their 30s or something like that.
That's such a specific attack on a lifestyle right there.
I know. That's like, she's got someone in mind. She's like,
Watching
she's
Taylor
like, fuck you, Carol.
Tour on Netflix last night till 4 a.m.
Oh man, I don't get the whole genre thing. It's like, yo, there's only like a couple of basic ones, and then I think it's just because like people, I feel like we had this conversation, but like people are really gatekeepy and they want to compare you to some shit because it makes them feel better, and so they're like, oh my god, that band sounds like this band because that's the genre I know, and it's like,
right.
But do we fucking really?
I think. Sorry, I don't mean to.
Well, no.
Well, but I feel like it's so hard to cut through the noise that everybody's looking for what makes your brand of music special. So I think people are really trying to create new genres that make them this one specific thing to make them stand out from everybody else. So they're just like taking a genre and breaking it into the most niche thing that it could ever possibly be. And that's why, that's why you should check me out, because no one's doing this. Well, then everybody starts doing that. Yeah.
I think genrefication is the worst thing that ever happened to music.
Genrefication.
Right. You heard it here first.
All right, he's gonna get canceled for being a genrephobe or something.
Right. Look,
the charm.
of all the questions we ever get asked in an interview, or in general, the one I hate the most is, so what do you guys sound like? What genre are you? Like, I fucking hate it. We play rock. We play heavy rock.
Without getting too deep, like I work in the industry, and the amount of conversations and emails that I have like about like genre, like classifying a song or an album, and the debate that goes back and forth is completely ridiculous. But on that note, Alike Divided prides ourselves on being the first momcore who targets the demographic of 40-year-old
Momcore, that's our genre.
This one all the way through, did you, sir?
Jeez.
Oh, that's so
moms
sick.
that are just trying to throw down. I got you, boo.
All right, since we brought this up, I'm gonna bring up this question, okay? Because I had it for later, but we're on it now, so let's get on it. So, is gatekeeping good or bad? What are the pros and cons? Like, tell me now.
Gatekeeping is terrible.
Bad.
There are no pros to this shit. There are no pros to this shit.
I was just gonna say I can't think of a single positive to gatekeeping.
Everyone is like, oh, this is what this should sound like because it's what it sounded like forever. And if you try to change it, I hate you. I can't tell you how many comments I get a day where people are like, oh, you're trying to be a metal band, but you're just a fucking pussy. And I'm just like, that's okay. Maybe I am just a pussy, but I didn't tell anyone I was trying to be a metal band.
That's so brutal.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone I was trying to be a metal band. I'm literally just writing. Actually, I have a really long comment. There was a comment I read today, and I commented back, and my label deleted it because. So this dude wrote this whole thing about like how we play heavy music, but we're too pop and R&B, and we're all these different things, and it's too much to put in metal. And I literally commented back, and I was like, well, if you listen to the rest of our music, you know that we're not really a metal band. We actually have always leaned more towards pop R&B. And then, they deleted it because I was like, oh, that was a little rude. And I'm like,
not to blow smoke up your ass, but and I'm sure that I told you this before, but when it was right before we went on tour together, we had gotten some offers for like, a couple of bands that we could have gone out with or whatever. And I was so drawn to you and VRSTY because what you guys were doing wasn't just one specific genre. I really loved how you guys were doing metal, but infusing it with your own brand of R&B and just shit that was cool to hear, shit nobody else was doing. And I'm such a fan of that I was like, let's fucking make this shit happen. And then I appreciate that. I love you, and like my instinct told me that was the choice.
I appreciate it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I feel like the reason why it's like that is because it's like it's almost the same thing with you guys. Like I always listen to the bands I tour with, and I'm always just like with you guys. Also, I'm like, it's just a band doing a bunch of different things and putting it together. You're just literally having fun, playing whatever you love. And then these gatekeeping fuckers come up here with their fucking 12-foot long beards and they're like, this isn't metal. Oh, you fucking commie. And it's like, bro, chill out, dude.
All right, man. we made the list, so it's cool.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's so fun. Like, I'll go out there and we'll play with all these heavy hardcore bands that are crowd killing all this shit. And then I go out there wearing sparkles and pigtails and they're like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I literally do not care. This is who I am, and if you don't like it, then that sucks to be you. But I'm having a great time.
That's awesome. Well, like, all right. So here's my dilemma. Okay, so like I recently started a TikTok. Okay, congratulations to me. I finally fucking did it.
Having the best time.
I'm having the best time of my life. It's great. Okay, well, like, okay, so like Bring Me the Horizon is heavy on TikTok right now, and basically like all their older, well, like Can You Feel My Heart or whatever is like kind of one of those viral TikTok things right now. So there's a bunch of fucking people on there talking shit like, dude, like you're not a real Bring Me fan. And I'm like, I'd never in my life would I thought that we'd be in a day where we're arguing about who's a real Bring Me the Horizon fan. Like I used to get fucking picked on super hard for like wearing like their band merch. And now we're fucking gatekeeping that. So like, what the fuck happened?
Bro,
it's one of those things where if it takes TikTok to bring attention to Bring Me and that whole genre, then that's what it fucking takes. Why would you get mad about that? Let people live.
You have a throat tattoo. What's even in question here?
Hey, I mean, come on. I'm obviously a piece of shit. So
you know what I find funny? I feel like within this genre or these genres of music or this scene, people always say like, oh my God, they're my favorite band. I want to support them. I want to see them get huge. But once the band breaks through the ceiling, they're like, oh no, like they've changed. I don't want them to get that big. And it's like, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
and this is actually an interesting point. I was talking about this the other day. I think this is why I noticed recently, because now that we're on Octane, like we have a completely different crowd.
Right.
And I find myself loving this crowd for some reason. And the more I talk to them, the more I get like invested in this crowd. I'm like, I get why bands change and they do these things and they leave the genre, because there's all these other crowds of people who just enjoy music that are just like, oh yeah, I heard you on Octane, but I went back and I listened to all your older shit. And even though I don't really listen to that stuff, I still love it. And so I'm going to support all of your shit. Whereas the people in the genre that we come from are like, we only like what we were a part of and don't like anything.
Well, those are the gatekeepers. The people that are early entrants are the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are diehards and they decide what they think is cool and not. But once you break through that certain level, you get introduced to the more casual music fan who might totally fall in love and buy all your shit and be your biggest supporters, and you open up a whole nother thing. But I think there's way more casual fans than there are these keyboard warriors on, Metal Sucks.
And if you're like a elitist and that's your fucking tea, more power to you. Listen to that. Do you?
Yeah.
But don't sit there and trash other music fans for being less than just because they appreciate a style that's more diversified than the metal that you listen to. It's not that deep. It's music. It's fun. Who fucking cares at the end of the day? Listen or don't. It's
you don't like it, don't listen to
music. It's subjective. Like
that's so funny.
Like it or you don't. That's it.
All right. We're still on this. We're almost there, guys.
All right.
We're going to get through this together. All right, next question. Holding Absence or Thornhill? Who you got?
Again, unfamiliar?
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry.
Thornhill, only because I've never listened to the first band you mentioned.
Wait, Adam, unfamiliar also?
You don't know.
Oh, I'm going with Thornhill all the way.
Thornhill, sick.
Fucking slaps.
Yeah, I do like Thornhill.
He fucking slaps.
Yes, they do.
Send me the names again. I'll go check them out right after this. Like I said, I'm always looking to learn new shit. So if I don't know it because I stay in my little bubble and whatever my path crosses my path.
My boo-boo music.
All right, can I play you a song?
Yeah.
Can I play a clip of a song?
Let's go.
How about this? I'm going to play a clip of the song and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. And that's how this is going to roll. Ready? All right, here we go.
Number 1 or number 2?
Hey, you never know. Maybe number 3.
I'm just wondering how much of the song we're listening to.
All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Check this band out there.
Pull those arrows from out of your back. One
All right, so what do you guys think?
He
I
killed
like
the
that.
hook. I was about to jam that hook.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You want me to play it again? All
Now, let me hear the hook. Just play it from the hook.
right, all
Yeah,
right,
let me
all
get
right.
from the
Look, guy.
My bad. I just came in. I didn't know. Stop screaming. All right, here you go.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop
Just play
it.
from there.
I'm too drunk for this. All right. All right, what do you think?
I'm in for that.
Rewind it? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Go back to that one part.
I need to hear 31 seconds again.
I need to hear the hook
Got that
again.
dude from Rise Against, but with like more of a
Yes.
thing.
I thought of that when I first started listening. I was like, this kind of sounds like what Rise Against would sound like if they came out today.
Sure.
Yeah, they were a little bit more modernized.
So that was holding absence. Okay.
I like it.
I dig
All
it.
right.
Didn't they just announce their signing to Sharptone?
I don't know if that was recently, but yes, they are signed to
Holding
Sharp Tone. You
Yeah.
are correct, sir.
Yeah, the sharpest of tones.
The sharpest.
Tones.
The
That's
sharpest.
the,
Crap.
nuclear
I meant
blast.
to. Wait, where's the right one? I can't find it. Sorry. I'm new to this thing. All right.
Huh?
Anyway. You guys ready for the next one?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's get it. All right, here we go. It's going to be super tough. You're never going to guess. Wage War or As I Lay Dying?
Easy wage war.
Wait,
That was easy.
Easy.
Dude. So I think I
Oh, here
listened
we
to
go.
Wade. Yeah, I can't just a quick answer. I listened to Wade
nobody
more.
Wage War hired anybody to kill anyone else.
Dude, As I
Already-
Lay Dying.
I
So
know you're
like
going with this.
I saw As I Lay Dying back in the day before he got arrested, and like I was kind of like whatever about that band. I kind of thought they were like a stereotypical metalcore band, and it's one of the best live shows I've ever seen. Like that band is so fucking good live, it's insane. But I would probably say Wage War.
Why? Because they're from.
I like them. They're Florida band. There you go.
Oh, fuck. I'm the one who said it. I was waiting on you to fucking say it. I was like, here it comes.
Album Pressure. It came out on my birthday, and I am still to this day front to back playing that album through. It is so fucking good. Their melodies, how heavy.
Wage War is just amazing. Also, their guitarist Cody is like one of the most amazing writers like in the game. Like the
Hell
guys-
yeah.
I'm gonna go Wage War, even though I will just throw this out there. Tim Lambesis has got away with trying to kill his ex-wife. And I think that's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, yeah. It's strange.
And now he's in a
To get away with murder, I know who I'm hitting up. But musically, I'm gonna go Wage War.
Well, dude, you remember you remember we were in Memphis and they were coming through and that venue was like getting threats and shit because
yeah.
they ended up canceling that show because of that.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. We were on that tour together. Wasn't that the varsity?
Yep. That was that tour. And the venue told us that night. They were like, "Oh, we might have to cancel the show because we're getting threats." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, you better not tell him you're canceling it because
That's the show where I went to get the money with Kevin and like he made me roll my eyes so many damn times like I had like an eye spray.
Wasn't that the show that Colt split his head on the thing?
Who?
Oh yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Oh, jeez.
It's all right. We have a He Who Shall Not Be Named who was also on that tour.
I love it.
There's a lot.
Anyway,
All right. Is this like the best non-interview you've ever been on or what?
Right.
I don't think I've been drunk on a Monday night since the last tour we did.
I can't
Hell
wait
yeah.
to send this to
Drunk-
my
I've been drunk on a Monday night since last Monday night.
Yeah. You ready for the next one? We're almost there. Got two left. Then we're talking shit. We've been talking shit though, so it doesn't matter. All right, next one. Knocked Loose or Misery Signals. Who you got?
Oh. You know what? I'm going Knocked Loose again. I went Knocked Loose on the last time.
Sick.
Water park, but I'm still with Knocked Loose.
I'm going with Misery Signal.
Really? I'm surprised.
Nice.
All hail Knocked Loose.
Wow.
Yeah, sick.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with
Oh,
Misery
that's right.
Signals.
You do hate
They're
Knocked
like
Loose.
amazing.
So everyone's going Knocked Loose?
No, I said Misery Signals.
He's going.
Can't
I
Oh, sorry.
I said Misery Signals too.
like Misery Signals though.
Yeah.
So-
me too.
It's a
What's
love-
wrong? What's wrong with Knocked Loose?
I can't get behind the vocals. I saw.
I've heard that before.
With Day to Remember, and I went and saw him, and like the whole crowd was just like, "What the fuck is this?" Because it sounded like Mickey Mouse trying to rip it with a hardcore band.
Yeah, but you,
Right?
I mean, they should do them, and that's good for them. If there's people that are into that, good for them. But I'm not one of them, so.
I like Knock Loose though. I just think Misery Signals. Misery Signals is one of the only bands that I listen to, and I listen to the instruments like probably more than I listen to the vocals. Whoever's playing all that shit is insane. Their drummer, their guitarist, their bassists are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I
like
thought Knock Loose could slay. I thought they could play. The vocals took me so far out of it. I couldn't get there.
We were talking about Knocked Loose, and in my head, I was thinking of Neck Deep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So also, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I get behind Neck Deep.
I'm Misery Signals over
Knock
Loose now because I was thinking of Neck Deep.
Okay, fair enough.
Really? Neck Deep, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
that's different. Yeah.
I was thinking Neck Deep.
I would go I'm going with Neck Deep over both of them.
I'll go. I'm changing my answer now.
Change of answers. No. All right. So honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. Complete poser. Never really listened to Misery Signals like that. I think I just caught the ABR wave.
Well, guys, this is fun. Fuck you. I'm not.
All right, canceled. Yeah, he's out.
I'm gonna chug this and go get another one.
Hey, it takes balls to admit stuff like that. Okay,
True.
I could have just lied. Okay.
I don't know Misery Signals that well either. I just dislike Knock Loose that much.
I feel that's like a hate answer.
Wow, yeah, I'm about
That's
to
a
say,
hate crime.
I feel how I feel,
I
bro.
can't wait till we have beef with them. Just kidding.
That dude's probably he'll probably be like the coolest dude ever, and I'll hate my life, and I'll totally
Absolutely.
love him after I ever beat him.
Just be like, I heard what you said in that podcast, but I forgive you. You're gonna play with them in 2 years.
Yeah.
I fucking love Knock Loose, man. I'm a big fan. That's definitely one of my favorite bands.
No, I'm a huge
I don't
fan.
dislike them at all. Like fucking womp womp.
My shit.
Scott's favorite band's Volbeat, though. So.
Yo, you remember when we convinced you that new Volbeat was new AFI because you were so drunk? Volbeat was playing. We were like, this is new AFI. And Scott's like, it's really good.
wow, Scott. Wow.
He was so drunk. We were like,
We were
this
in
is that AFI.
We were in New Orleans, and it was his birthday, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm a closet Volbeat fan. I'm gonna.
I'm trying to find this part to the song, but all right. So Knock Loose, one of my favorite songs is All My Friends, and the lyrics, give or take, there's something like this. It's like, how do I tell my kids that growing up doesn't suck? How do I tell my kids that your friends are always there when nobody gives a fuck? And for some reason, that just always just kind of stuck with me. And I'm like, dude, that is heavy as hell. Like, even though, yeah, I get the vocal thing, but the lyrics are like, I don't know, they're just on top for me.
Is that on the newest one, the Shades of Blue?
That one's actually a Pop Culture, which is more like their first EP.
It's a good lyric. I might need to steal it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Dude,
dope.
it's sick, man. All My Friends, shout out. You need to check that song out.
Oh my what?
All My Friends.
Friends, what are those?
Hey, you're talking to your friends. What do you mean?
That's right. All my friends are in this room right now.
Don't throw shade. Hold on.
On this Zoom right
All right,
now.
how do you kick her out? No, I'm just kidding. How do you kick her out of this chat? No.
Imagine, you can press F and it's just a block over her body.
Guys, how's it going?
We're kidding. Come back.
That seems accurate.
We're almost done. We're almost done with this number 10.
I show up, I cry, I get dramatic. It's a whole thing. People over it. I get it.
You're only friends with people that you cry around.
Give me some CBD. It's cool. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm smoking. I'm actually a poser on all levels. I'm smoking CBD, not weed.
I'm a poser on all levels.
Not for real.
Nice.
Not drinking beer. Not smoking weed.
Truly.
Not listening to Misery Signals.
No, I
Misery signal.
still have never had a Truly. Ever.
Really?
No way.
They taste truly like ass. I don't
You
like
drink
So,
one.
what?
You drink one, you'll be jamming to Volbeat before you know it, bro.
Yeah. Maybe you're really being momcore band.
All right, I got you.
You're having
I think
fucking Trulies. No White Claws.
What was that shit we had in New Orleans, Scott? That we got all fucked up on?
Hand grenades.
Yeah.
But that's
What is that?
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit
But
fucking
in
ruined.
Nashville, we're getting moonshine and we're getting Trulies.
So I was actually
That sounds fun.
the other day. Check this out. Do you know the mall where like the moonshine place is at? Do you think they're open?
What?
Bought this a couple months ago.
I want to buy I want to
There's a lot
get
of that.
a bunch of oranges.
Yo.
Just chuck all of them.
At that mall, they have a tasting bar for
Oh,
free.
yeah, I know.
I didn't know that until I was there by my motherfucking self. And you know I cannot
So
sit back, and I am passionate about tasting moonshine.
That's
And
mad.
Wow.
That's mad lonely. So anytime,
Lonely.
anytime me and the guys,
Oh, man.
we go to the
Hey,
test.
he is a
We do like a round of everything. Yeah, and then like we leave because you have to. I think there's like a limit. There's like, oh, you can only do it once every like couple of minutes. So we'll leave. We'll go into the hot sauce thing next door, and we'll try like the hottest hot sauce in the world, and then we'll all spit and throw up everywhere. And then we'll go back into the moonshine testing place and do another round. We
No,
get
I was, because I'm fucking Princess Forever Alone, I did all that shit by myself. And
Damn.
that's
this
so,
time I'm coming back with reinforcements.
that's like one of the best things to do. Like I make sure I always go to like the moonshine testing, the tasting testing. All right,
That sounds fun.
I definitely didn't do I saw that it was a thing, but I didn't want to do it alone. So this time I'm definitely bringing friends
All right.
and buying like 3 different types of moonshine. And
Yeah, they also have deals. I don't know if it's the same deal. This might expose the alcoholic in me. If you buy like 3, you get 1 for free, and then they give you like a flask and like a little like a shot thing. It's
Yeah.
sick.
That's
Yo,
it.
are you flying in or are you driving down?
I'm flying it.
So much for taking it back, man.
Huh?
You can't take it back on the plane, can you?
If you put it under, you can.
yeah, if you check it.
All right. All right.
If you wrap it and you put it under the plane, you can't take things like that over the plane.
Yeah.
I've never got money for check bags.
I also don't want to fly. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, wait, well, money.
That's fucked up. But yeah, I didn't want to fly.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to take the train because I hate flying, but there's no train that goes to Nashville. You have to like take a train somewhere else and then a bus into Nashville. And then I tried to fight everyone on it, but at the very end, Chris was like, listen, dude, I tried to fight the whole label. I tried to fight management. And at the very end, I was like, listen, you're flying and that's it. Like you need to fucking be there at this time. And then you got to start working the next morning. I'm like,
Kevin in the van, bro.
sucks. Well, Paul's in like Chicago, I think.
Why is he in Chicago?
You know, doing Paul things. Paul travels a lot now, so he's like in Chicago. I think Beth is just at home, and then Javi is, Javi's Javi. So doing Javi things. No one knows what that is.
So basically, you're saying Javi's like somewhere under a box.
Javi's probably somewhere in a ditch right now. Like,
Oh, shit.
Listening to Holy Friggin' Trulies.
I know. I miss
Oh,
him
man.
so much. I miss him.
he discovered the gold mine.
Yeah. All right, last one, because we're there. Okay,
There, we made it.
we've made it. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna reevaluate our life situation. Okay,
Oh,
Sick.
okay.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, Paramore or All Time Low? Who you got?
Man, I'm conflicted. You know what? I am going to go All Time Low as much as I love Paramore because if one more fucking girl goes, you remind me of Hayley Williams, even though I don't, I'm going to fucking punch somebody in the lungs.
Oh man,
Love Hayley Williams. She is
Yeah.
a fucking queen. Make no mistake about it. But I swear to God, if I get one more, you remind me of Hayley Williams, someone's getting fucking cunt.
At least you're not getting Haley Williams and not Amy Lee
love it.
for some
That's
reason.
true. But I love Paramore. I love Hayley Williams. But Dear Maria, count me in. There's no story. Oh, fuck me up. That is my
I'm
youth.
going with Paramore, like hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no conflict for me, All Time Low. And,
Yeah?
there, yeah.
I'm actually like super like conflicted about it because I love All Time Low so much, but I also I love Paramore so much.
I love Paramore,
I think
but I'm so tired of not having my own identity because Hayley Williams had colorful hair in the early 2000s. I am reaping.
I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan of any female-fronted band.
I hate female bands.
you guys,
It's the worst of all the genres.
Women don't belong in rock.
I think I'm gonna go with Paramore.
Cancel.
But also, just to throw this out there, you're never gonna shake the Hayley Williams thing because people, and I probably shouldn't say this, people are so fucking dumb that anytime they see a female fronted band, they'll be like, "Oh my god, is your biggest influence Paramore or Arch
Miley.
Enemy?" It's like, bro, why are those the only two?
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
like Hayley Williams, Amy Lee, or Maria Brink. And
Now
I'm
it's gonna be
like-
Courtney LaPlante.
And I'm like, well, if I had to pick one, I love Gwen Stefani. And they're like, she's old.
Oh
I'm
shit.
like, me too.
They're like, "What up?"
You know what's funny about that? That you just said it'll be Courtney. Do you ever think like in a couple of years, like when the stuff that we listen to phases out,
Yeah.
the generation coming under us, what are they gonna compare everyone to? Like, will they actually be like, "Oh my God, was your favorite influence like Courtney from Spirit Box?" And then she'll be like the new Hayley Williams who takes the spot of
Yeah, dude.
Happen.
such a vocalist. That's crazy.
She just dyed her hair blue too.
I also think it's super great that, especially now, there are so many female vocalists.
There's a lot.
That
Yeah.
eventually we're going to stop getting compared to the one. We're going to stop getting the Hayley Williams, the Lizzie Hales, who are super fucking talented women.
Oh, for sure.
Please do not take that as I am not appreciative of them, because I absolutely am. But when you get compared to the same two people over and over and over, because that's just what people know, it's fucking annoying, especially when there is a variety of women in rock out there right now. That you can compare to. I would rather get compared to Paris right now.
Hey, that's
than,
Paris is sick
Paramore,
though.
because
Yeah,
there's something similar happening there.
Most of my favorite bands right now are fronted by females, and it's like, dude, that's so sick.
That's cool.
So fucking sick. Like you guys ever listen to Dream State?
I know their name, and so many people have told me about them, but like, to be completely 100, I haven't.
I'm mad late on this band. This band is absolutely fucking incredible. And then you have Spirit Box, and then there's yours
I was gonna say
Australia and stuff like that. Like there's all these great bands.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say
Rivals.
I'm huge into Rivals. I'm huge into
Oh,
Spirit.
Rivals, yeah.
There's this TikTok artist. She's a pop artist. Her name is Mothica. I have been hard into her shit recently.
Name Mothica?
Mothica, dude, check her out. She's so good.
Bro,
She's
that's
so good.
sick. I think that's gonna be my solo name. My solo name is gonna be like Brothica. Like
Holy shit. Mothica is like 1 million monthly listeners.
She's so good. Like that song Vices. Pull up the song Vices and play that. So good. I'm just gonna go ahead and like.
Well, he already had it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like
The chorus of this,
Jamie from Joe Rogan with this. No.
dude, she's so talented.
Feel like I'm just passing by. It's not love, it's just a
Damn.
guy. And it's got
It's
me
like a
feeling
vibe, right?
right for the night. But
Oh, I saw you hit that follow here.
Oh, dude, yeah, of course. I got to.
So I gotta drink 'em up till
Alright, this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, it's never enough.
This is sick.
Pass me the cup.
Alright, I can't play too much. I'm gonna get sued.
Yeah. That's
I've been trying to keep it under 30 seconds.
That's so sick. Dude,
she's so good. And honestly, because of her, I am like hard pressed on. I'm gonna say it out loud because that means it's manifest. I'm going to do at least a solo pop single this year.
you need
Dude,
to.
yeah.
So inspired to.
You want to
Like,
do that?
That's cool. I'll just go
I
fuck
love Like
myself.
Divided. But your girl's got some shit to say that doesn't necessarily
Well,
go
I'm going
lyrically
to-
with Like Divided, so I want to do
I'm
it.
going to the studio with the goal of doing a song that's Issues meets Dua Lipa this time. So
Oh yeah, you should 100% do that. You should 100% do that.
Dua Lipa and like Doja Cat, I fucking love so much.
Dude, yeah.
I don't want to talk about how much I'm also
there.
mad late to Doja Cat, and I don't even want to talk about how much I love all of her shit. Like I listen to it. I've been listening to it non-fucking stop, and I'm like, why did I never listen to this?
I was getting. I get right to her shit.
Okay, it's time to take a fucking break. Go get some water, because you can't survive on alcohol. It will actually fucking kill you. I don't know if you know this or not, but you cannot live on alcohol, people. You got to drink some water. Make sure you're staying hydrated out there, even when you are having a great time, okay? In the Hidden Gems section, we're going to play a band that I mentioned later on in the episode. It's basically a band that I found on the Get Tucked podcast, okay? Go check out that podcast. Super sick. We'll give a shout out to that, because why not? I'm not a crab in a barrel. I don't give a fuck. The song that I'm going to play is called 26 by the band God Program. They are such a sick band. It's like post-hardcore, emo, screamo, right up my alley. So if you're into screamos and you're emo, you're going to love this band, okay? God Program, go check them out. We're going to listen to 26. Drink some fucking water, kids. Let's do it. And we're back.
Do you guys listen to 100 Gex?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you 100 songs, but
God damn it. They have this song called Hand Crushed by a Mallet, and it's super weird, but it's like I've never been more attracted to a song in my entire life. There's something about this song and about this group of people that I'm just like, I'm in love with this. Like, I'm in love with this. It's a group. It's like the guy makes the beats and then the girl makes the girl does the singing. It's sick.
All right, let's hear it. But let's hear it. 30 seconds of this thing. Where should I skip to? Hold on.
This is so good.
I'll get sued. But yeah, dude, that's sick. That's sick.
I listened to my MacBook speakers.
About it.
Bro, I listened to, so I started listening to this, I want to say like, probably like a month ago, I sent it to Christian, because I sent everything to Christian, and the very first thing he said was, "This is weird for you, but this something about it's good." I'm like, I would never listen to this type of music, but I'm so in love with this group that I'm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like Little Lotus.
Little Lotus is sick though.
Yeah, dude. It's like pop punk with 808s.
Ghostemane. Ghostemane's last record.
Oh
was
man,
fucking ridiculous, dude. That record was incredible.
He's awesome.
Like we're just not like mainstream is weird now.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think it's because Tyler the Creator. I think he like.
Well, I think that one of the reasons why the mainstream is weird is because they've been doing the same thing for years, and like
for sure
ideas are like, you know, they got to pull new ideas, and like every artist now is looking to our scene to do something.
Seriously though,
MGK's put out the pop record,
Miley Cyrus,
Metallica thing, and then also a rock record. Doja Cat wants to put out a metal record. I'm like, all these
metal cover of Say So, and it was tight.
I actually heard Rivers Cuomo from Weezer on NPR the other day talking about the next Weezer record's supposed to be like a metal record.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I thought they were initially a metal band.
There's like this huge rock resurgence happening right now, and it's absolutely fucking incredible. It's like absolutely incredible.
It is.
Now I feel like now is the best time to be in a band because people are looking for new music to get into, and they're like, oh, if I get artists who sound like this or sound like that with heavy instruments behind it, it makes it easier for mainstream fans to listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think how people are accessing music right now is kind of changing a lot because I feel like TikTok has almost dictated where I've picked up new artists lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm not.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, it's radio is so very very dead. And
yeah, what is that?
I don't like radio is cool. Like if you've got it, like Octane especially, but you know, it seems that like more often than not, like TikTok has been where I've been discovering more artists lately. And I don't even use it that much.
Hey, so who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl, or is this a given?
No. So even though I live in Tampa and I am like the Bucks are my number 2 team, the fact that I'm from Miami and I'm a diehard Dolphins fan means that I have an undying hatred for Tom Brady. So I would be rooting for the Bucks, except for the fact that Tom Brady is in Tampa Bay right now. So no, go Chiefs.
Can I tell you?
Go Chiefs.
I'm rooting for the Weeknd at the halftime show.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I'm just gonna watch Super Bowl just for the Weeknd this year.
That's crazy.
I'm so excited about that. I love the Weeknd more than I can say the words. He's so fucking
He put out the best record of 2020 and got fucking snubbed from like any awards, and I'm like, that's absolute bullshit.
Ludicrous.
I didn't know he got snubbed. That record's really good. I don't listen. I honestly don't listen to a lot of pop at all. Like it's very like I don't listen to hardly any pop, but I do like the Weeknd.
Really? Okay.
All right.
Unsophisticated.
Let's mute this guy. No.
It's not even that I don't like it. Like I like it. Pop's cool. Like it's fine. But like I just don't ever really listen to it. Like I don't know any of it. But like the Weeknd's badass. Like I like the Weeknd a lot.
Dude, just listen to Ariana Grande. Like she's so good.
I've never heard an Ariana Grande song in my life. Like
yes, you have. You might not know that you have. You totally have.
You might not
You've heard it.
But you had alcohol with me while I've been dancing. Ariana Grande.
If I play that, I'll definitely get it.
I'm not saying that I don't like Ariana Grande or that I don't like pop. Like it just doesn't really.
Ariana Grande.
I appreciate it. I certainly appreciate the fucking songwriting. I certainly appreciate like a great chorus in any genre, dude. And like pop has great fucking choruses. So like I appreciate it. I just don't listen to a lot of it. It's just not like something I normally put on like in my.
Well, go check out "Still Into You" by Ariana Grande.
Well, better yet, listen to her acapella, "Dangerous Woman." Acapella.
Oh shit.
She's so good. Woo! But just seriously, listen to Miley Cyrus. That last record was.
Oh man, Miley.
I like that record. I heard that record. Yeah, I got that.
All right, there's a problem with like everyone hating on Miley Cyrus for thinking about doing this whole Metallica cover thing.
Do not get it.
That's bullshit. Come on, just give it a chance. Listen to it first.
Listen to it, give it a chance, then form an opinion.
But
if you're out there talking shit before you even listen to it,
come on.
Fucking idiot.
That's part of the problem though. That's part of the problem though. Like people only see Miley as like this pop star, and so now she's doing rock, and people are like, oh, we don't want you. Yeah, we don't want you taking our shit. And it's like, bro, what do you mean? If you actually paid attention to it, she actually started off as a rock artist. and then
Right.
she did pop, and she's just going back. Also, her dad did country and rock. What are you talking about? It's been
All right. Also, I do want to say Jason Hook was her guitar player. You know who that guy played for? Five Fingers. So like all those fucking butt rock fans, like, come on, man.
Well, I don't listen to Five Finger.
Well, I'm saying though, like, you know,
No, they're almost as good as Volbeat.
right?
Right?
Almost.
They're damn
Close.
sure on all the same festivals.
Right?
UWP got a festival. You know for sure Five Finger and Volbeat gonna be on that.
I'll be
bitch.
right back.
100%.
Like, hey, so I checked out the new Miley Cyrus record
Dude, I love
last week,
her.
and
It's
like
good.
I didn't think it was okay. So here's my honest opinion. Like
Right.
I thought it was cool that she was doing something different. I thought that was awesome. I thought it was rad. I thought the record was an okay rock record. I thought it was cool for Miley Cyrus, and I wasn't blown away by most of it.
Right.
I just thought I think I always love. Usually, my favorite song on a record is the weird song at the end that is like the band doing a different take on a genre or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Can we listen to a little bit of this Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
It's a walk.
Who hasn't heard it? How about
I
that?
like what is it? Midnight Sky. or
Midnight
whatever?
Sky.
This guy's
All right. Can we play a second of this?
Yeah.
We're doing Prisoner.
All right. I hope you guys are having fun with this, by the way. Low key. All right, here we go. So which one do you want to hear? Prisoner or here? I don't trust you motherfuckers with my damn notes. Okay? God damn it. It's supposed to be a surprise. What do you want to hear?
You can't know.
He's got notes. He's a loser.
Locked up, can't get you off my mind.
30 seconds is coming off.
Knows I tried a million times. Oh, why can't you just let me go?
Oh, this is sick.
Strung out on a feeling, my hands are tied. Your face on my ceiling, I fantasize, oh, I can't control it.
Damn. I just want to listen to that whole song now.
So
That's
good. I was sitting here and vibe to myself.
That's crazy good.
I'm so upset about
Yeah.
No, it's
this.
good. It's good. I just I don't think it redefined the rock genre, which is what I feel like some of the critics seem to say.
No, but it
Yeah, but it's good though.
attention back to a genre that has been forgotten.
Right.
Rock
For sure.
has been forgotten.
Oh, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
a member of the Forgotten.
I
Brigade.
understand. I'm just saying I watched
How I would pour.
award shows for the first time forever, and there were no televised rock categories.
Yeah.
Which
You know
Yeah.
I was not aware of, and that's fucking sad.
It is sad. Most of rock that has come back now is because of the pop and trap artists that are coming up now. Because like,
Exactly.
if you listen to like Scarlxrd or like Juice WRLD or any of them, it's like if you strip the vocals, everything back there is like guitars against like fake drum beats. They're not real drums, but it's like guitars and these 808s. If you listen to a Scarlxrd song, it's literally a breakdown for 3 minutes.
It's really crazy.
It's literally just a breakdown with him rapping on it. It's like, oh, okay, I see the influence here. Like,
Have you guys heard Scarlxrd?
I have not. Never even heard
I'm
of it.
not, but I know Juice WRLD really well.
all right, well, listen, you need to get up on your Scarlxrd shit.
All
He is the best. Scarlxrd
right.
is the
I
shit.
had to play that just because.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm not going to play everything, but dude, you got to hear Scarlxrd, okay?
Yeah.
What should they hear? What song?
Where I need a.
Let's go with Heart Attack.
I don't even have a towel. That's fine.
I hate playing the first fucking song I see, but there's a reason it's number one.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. All right, anyway.
No, play 6 feet.
6 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you very
Oh,
strong.
you twisted my arm. God damn it, my notes. Why do they keep just popping right up?
Yeah?
I don't speak that.
I want everything that is a hand on say I'm right. I went through the west and yet I'm still here satisfied. Step into my mind, your last 2 seconds and you're gone. Demons in my pit, I saw the west on my side. Sing along if you feel it, hey, fill it up and sip it, hey. I still go.
Dude. All right, hold on.
I'm already in
I
it.
don't really
The thing you have to know about
understand
them,
what I heard.
they went on tour with Bring Me, though.
You want to Bring Me the Rise? Well, he went.
This bitch is
He did.
already over here. Just
Was that the Poppy tour when Poppy went out with Bring Me?
It might have been. I don't know.
No,
I
that
don't
was-
know.
That was a different one.
Oh, that was with Deftones.
Oh, Deftones. Yep.
I remember that. Okay.
What else?
So, yeah.
I feel like it's great that Miley Cyrus and MGK have found their way into the rock genre, and I think it's great that they're doing their thing. And I like their music
Good, too.
before they did it.
yeah.
But I also feel like what I don't like is the critic world jumping on it like it's the greatest fucking thing ever when there's a million rock records out there that blow them out of the water.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree. Here's where like I try to like understand it a little more. I feel like most of the critics don't listen to bands like ours.
Sure.
And to them, they think they're like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever because they didn't know that we've been doing this for years.
Right.
So they see it as, oh, our artists are doing it for the first time and it's this new thing or whatever. Little do they know, it's like, yo, in the underground, there's 100 bands plus that have
been doing
that are doing it and doing it better.
Yeah, we just don't get that.
To be quite honest, that's probably why
Cyrus to get us that attention.
Sure. That's what I appreciate about it. I'm like, I appreciate the fact that these mainstream artists are putting eyes on us now. They're like, oh, look at these. I shit you not. I tell. Wait, sorry, Adam. I'm gonna cut you off. I tell 100%. I'm like, the only reason why my band is somewhat successful now is literally because of all that attention getting shined right now on us. Because there are definitely other bands like us, but now because more people are paying attention, it's like, oh, I like that band VRSTY. They do this. It's like pop, whatever. And I'm like, I've been doing this for years. No one paid attention until now. It's because other people now have eyes on our industry. So I appreciate that.
Right. My thing is that I think it's great that they're doing it. Big props to Miley, Cyrus, and MGK for doing what they did. I think it's fantastic. My problem is with the critics because they are the gatekeepers of the professional world, and that shit's fucking annoying.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what turns off a lot of the elitists and the gatekeepers in the underground too. That's what turns them off of like the Miley Cyruses and the MGKs because they're like, well, yeah, there's like I've heard. This.
I literally just watched Taylor Swift's fucking documentary that came out like 3 years ago yesterday.
Wait, she has a documentary?
She has a documentary, Miss Americana.
I didn't even know that. See,
we're gonna sit down and watch it together. I need to talk to somebody about it, and you're my pick. So
I've never seen. I didn't even know she had one out.
She does. I not only watched her documentary, but I watched her documentary followed by the Reputation era tour, and the Reputation era of Taylor Swift is my favorite.
Damn.
So I learned some things.
Is that the one with the song that I love?
Yes. Oh, she did it like 2 songs in to that concert too, and she had a live band. It was tight. I love Taylor Swift, and I love everything she stands for. Fuck, I don't care what y'all think of me because of it. I love her. I love her story. Love her journey. Love who she is as a human. That bitch is on fire.
All right, I wanted to get back on this MGK thing real quick. Have you guys seen the new Downfall's High like musical?
No, sir.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna play a clip, of course. And so basically, like it's like a musical, but it's his whole album, and they're playing it like a live performance.
Oh, okay.
Background. So like, just check this out. Check out the intro.
I gave you my life. Hey, fuck it. I use a razor to take off the edge, jump off the ledge, they said. Take the laser, aim at my head, and paint the walls red, I said.
All right, so like seeing Travis Barker, I know it's probably like shitty quality, but like seeing Travis Barker like going ham for him is like, I feel like that's his card. You know what I mean? Like that's his card right there. It's like,
that was Yellow's card first, homie.
Oh, you're lying. You're lying.
Always goes.
I love Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
Travis Barker always goes hard though. Like, but he's not really. All right. Damn, this is probably gonna get me canceled. I don't care. I don't think Travis Barker is a good drummer.
No. Travis Barker is a great drummer. Travis Barker plays on a lot of shit where he's not playing great drums.
There you go. Okay, that's what I was about to say. I was like, I've never seen him play on something where he's doing other than like the regular 2-step and some fills. His soloing stuff, like I've seen like his drum solos. That stuff is like untouchable. But anytime I hear him on a song, it's because I've heard him on like Blink and MGK and stuff, and I'm like, this is not really.
Well, I mean, he's doing shit on there that could just easily be programmed. You know what I mean? Like a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So I
can see that. Yeah,
they're still doing a rap song. They just flew Travis Barker in.
You know what I want
to recognizable in the video? Like who who plays on the record?
We should make a petition and be like, yo, MGK, Travis Barker, if you really want to show that you guys are good, put out a metalcore record. I don't care. Put out a metalcore record or shut the fuck up.
That's my dude right
It's
there.
my vote.
I bet you if Travis Barker could play it though. I really do.
Probably could, right?
Yeah.
He'll do some off the wall shit, like he'll do something with Pink. And
Was-
I'm like, that's tight.
He's the
'cause
go-to-
It brings life to
He's a
an
pop
otherwise
drummer.
kind of
I mean,
flat
like he can
song.
play whatever. He totally can play
I
whatever.
can't believe I
But,
stole
like,
that whole bottle.
You know, he's doing pop stuff, which is low hanging fruit for drums.
True.
For
Was
sure.
that live?
No. That was the Downfalls High music.
No, I know, but I'm saying, do they record that audio? Was that like a separate recorded audio?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that
Okay.
was like, yeah,
I can tell the vocals a little different.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they definitely re-recorded that for that, and I'm like, okay.
Hmm.
That's not how that- that's
Good
not how
observation.
that- sang along to that song before, you piece of shit.
So that little clip, like good on MGK for doing it, but there's still 12 bands out there that could do that better.
Yeah.
I feel that, but like, I guess the point for me, I guess, like as a fan, is the fact that it's bringing attention to that type of thing, and like it's
I'm with you.
bringing attention to guitar played music or whatever.
There's a lot of music where people are more talented, but also we're ugly, so we don't get the recognition we deserve.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucked.
Speak for yourself.
It's kind of like that statistic where they're saying like good-looking people are automatically assumed to be smarter, or
I
like
have to sit out here and just pretend to be like, yo, like you can relate to me. I'm your big sister. We're ugly. Instead of being like, oh, I'm like, no, we ugly.
You really do need to take a shower.
I took one today. Thank you. Wow, I still smell.
It must be the jersey coming out in you.
Yeah, that's the new jersey that comes out of my pores.
All right, so recently started a TikTok. Who has finally like gone on TikTok ever since maybe our conversation?
I love TikTok.
Yeah, so what do you like about it?
I love how open-minded it is. I love how real people are. I mean, obviously there's people that are fake as fuck out there, but I feel like TikTok is for the mentally unhinged, which is me. So I totally get down on it. I relate to these people. They are my spirit people. However, I am too self-conscious to make my own TikTok so people can talk shit about me in the comments. So I just lurk. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I too am a lurker, but I enjoy how like it brings people that are like buskers almost. You know what I mean? Like people that weird deals they do in like the middle of New Orleans or in the middle of Times Square, and like it brings them into this big popular light. So like there's this one dude that's somewhere in some Latin American country that does these crazy things with lights and the way he dances, and it's drove me nuts. And then like people with swirling fire batons and stuff. And of course, always there's some girl shaking her ass to some anime.
Yeah, I feel like
I got forced to get into TikTok recently, and I'm like, honestly, I hated it at first, but I actually don't mind it now. Like, it's
I
like,
love it.
you know what's funny about it? As this is just me speaking to Jayce as a vocalist. If you love your band, you should get on this shit. Stop being a pussy.
Yeah,
The algorithm for TikTok is literally built for musicians.
absolutely.
I don't know why it's like that, and I don't know how. I put out like a couple of videos, which I actually deleted. A couple of people on TikTok found the videos, and we're getting shares from like. There's one dude. His name is JD Striker. This dude has like 900K followers, and he shares our music. And because he's sharing it, because he saw it on my page, God knows how. I have like no followers. Other people start sharing it, and like I'm trying to understand how TikTok works, but all I know so far is it's literally built for musicians. Like everyone is just putting their ass on TikTok and doing all the TikTok dances and shit. But trust me when I tell you, musicians are growing on this thing. Like,
yeah,
No, that's why, like, I've been on TikTok lurking in the shadows, just kind of like getting a feel for what people want and this and that. But now I feel like I've been on it long enough where I know what the trends are, and I know how I can take those trends and apply it to me as a person in my band without it being like super cringe.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of learning it and figuring out how you want to present yourself.
Yeah.
People on TikTok seem so accepting of,
They are.
you know, like,
So-
you know, body positivity, gender, sexuality, whatever it is that you're going through. Like, if you put yourself out there and are real about it, everybody just accepts you for who the fuck you are. And that is so cool because
Well, the guy that did pretty much all the vocal productions on our last full record, Choose Your Own Adventure, a guy named Josh Landry, and he just started a YouTube channel of him doing mostly vocal.
Oh yeah.
dude.
I said YouTube, but TikTok. He just started like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. He's already up to like 10K followers or something.
Damn.
No time. And like Josh is so good.
He's extraordinarily talented, and I think.
But Josh is doing them. Lee Jennings from Funeral Portraits doing them now.
Yeah, I took like I bought a bunch. I took like a bunch of money I had, and I bought like an entire setup. Like I bought lights and everything, so I could start doing like TikTok videos. Because to be honest, it's like I don't want to get on other social media platforms because I feel like it bothers me that I have to do this. But at the same time, I'm like, I understand that I have to do this as a business move. But it actually does help. Like I've seen people, the guy who just did the cover, not the cover, the remix with Papa Roach.
Yeah, that's massive now.
Dude,
like, holy shit.
That's my lawyer's artist. And I literally texted my lawyer. I was like, wait, don't you work with this guy? He's like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, why didn't I get that opportunity? And he literally was like, well, why don't you fucking get on your TikTok? And I'm like, heard.
Like Papa Roach just promoted it, dude. Like Papa Roach is endorsing it now. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, it's crazy how big TikTok can get you.
Yeah. I look at TikToks and I'm like, well, this is so witty and creative and like awesome, and like I can't think of anything that cool.
I know, but like it's just the fact of being yourself.
Yeah.
You can just do whatever the fuck you want. Like I posted my shit and then I went to sleep. I literally woke up and it was at like 2,000 views. And I'm like, I'm just a fucking stupid podcast. Like, come on. Like,
dude, I love TikTok. I can't
blow up on TikTok. It's like I said earlier, podcasts and music is like hand in hand. Like your podcasts are literally, I was actually telling before we all got on, I think podcasts are saving the metalcore scene. Most metalcore has been forgotten, but because podcasts are so popular nowadays and they're having all these metalcore artists on these podcasts, it's helping people discover bands that they wouldn't have necessarily looked to pay attention to before.
Yeah.
Everyone Shane Cole's podcast last time I was on here, dude. Like that's one of my faves. I discovered bands on that one like crazy. Like,
I almost cried last week. We've been on Shane Told podcast for like 2 months. The other guy, who's his assistant's name? I don't even know my
Mike Howe.
Mike Howe. I don't know why that guy likes us, but he always posts, like he's always posting about us.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
I always want to cry. I always want to cry every time.
Mike Howe works for Victory, doesn't he?
Yeah. Damn, I gotta go. Okay.
Does he?
Mike Howe works for Victory Records. Yeah, that's my
say he's like an A&R or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he works for Victory.
Yeah, because
when I started stalking A&R people on my Facebook page at one point,
he was the guy who said put stock in VRSTY. It was Mike Howe.
He posted us on this bands to watch out for, and I didn't know who he was. And then I looked into it. I was like, oh, this is the Lead Singer Syndrome podcast. And I was like, damn, that's sick. And then like he's been posting about us for like weeks, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how did someone like this even find out about us? And the last time I spoke to him, he said the same thing. He was like, dude, he's like, you got to get on TikTok.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for a while. I mean, it's definitely like on the agenda. Like I said, like I just feel creatively bankrupt every time I try and think of something. Like,
yeah, right? It's hard. You know what? I don't want to say it's because of our age, but it kind of is because of our age.
I think it is. Plus, I think it's because we're artists. I think we like strive to do something that's like very original, and I think it's really hard to do that within those confines.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Everything else that looks like super original, these trends that are going, like they're so original, and then you don't want to hop on a trend because you don't want to be a sellout. Like,
that's true.
Then you want to think of an original idea, and then you just feel creatively bankrupt like I do.
Yeah, no, I can relate to that for sure.
I live in North Carolina, as you guys know, and you guys, some of you been here, lived here, whatever.
I need to hang out with you guys.
Dude, like everyone's such a weirdo. And by weirdo, I mean just normie, and like they don't care about this core stuff I give a fuck about. Like this is all I care about. Like I don't get to talk about this shit with anybody.
I think my thing with you, like I told when you first put in the request for like the podcast, I remember I told you I was like, yo, I gotta forward it to my label because I don't get to say yes to anything. And my publicist Amy was like, do you want to do this? And I was like, yes. And when I sent it back to her, she was like, "Oh, this is sick." She was like, "All right, cool. So what do you want to do?" And I was like, "Honestly, Amy, 80% of the podcasts you send me are trash. I just don't want to do that anymore. Like, let me just talk shit with people that I enjoy talking shit to.
Yeah.
And then just take the rest of them and just take the nice parts and just like do whatever the fuck you want with them. Like, I don't give a shit." So you get
I'm
the friend
flattered.
pass. You have the friend pass already.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right. So my thing is like, the reason I started this podcast because like I'm a chef, so I grew up in kitchens, and all we listened to was like heavy music for some reason. It just kept us going because like you work in a restaurant, but you know I've just always just aspired to like be around this type of shit. You know what I mean? But I'm not talented enough to be a musician. Like,
Yeah. Where do you work? What restaurant do you work at?
I'm actually a really talented cook. Okay.
Yo, so I have another question. What's up with this meal though? Like,
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like I don't normally expose myself like that.
Yeah, please
Dude,
don't-
I'm really good though.
wait, so you're like a real like cook.
Yeah, like all right, so here's my bragging rights. Like, look, okay, most chefs nowadays they go to school. Okay, they go to school, they get this degree, they're a chef. I'm one of the last breeds of I was an apprentice to a chef.
Gotcha.
Feel me? Like that's on a different level. That's what Gordon Ramsay did. That's what all these real motherfuckers did. That's how you do it.
That's the best way to do it. Like, yo, I always tell everyone, it's like, yo, the best way to do it is
Just do it.
apprentice to someone else or just learn it. Don't go to fucking school for this shit. Doesn't help. Doesn't fucking
Do it.
help. That's crazy.
It's a trade.
I'm gonna be 180% honest with you. Now that I know you're a chef, the next time I'm anywhere near you, I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm driving to you, and
All
I'm
right.
just the fuck out of your food.
No, I mean I'm down, dude.
Just I talk a lot of shit. So if it's not good, I'm putting it on my IG and I'll be like,
It's fine.
this motherfucker lied to me. His food is
Nah.
trash. All right, Adam. We're gonna take a trip to his house eventually, and we're just gonna make him cook for us in his
Dude,
house.
I'm telling you, 2 acres.
You have 2 acres?
Yeah, dude.
Joey, I got an idea.
We can have bonfires. I got
Never
hammock.
told me about it.
I got a sunroom. I got 5 animals.
Joey, I got an idea.
Rich?
Buddy.
It's fine.
Look, you guys come down to North Carolina. We'll book a show at Blind Tiger. We'll both get
No,
canceled.
we won't. We'll get
And
canceled.
then we'll go eat with this guy.
Yeah, there you go.
You can be on the list with us.
I'm
All
down.
right, down.
Cancel list.
Not for real, because I got an extra room. I mean, you guys can crash on the couch. I'll make you fresh pasta. Okay.
You
No,
tell.
Scott's tuned out.
I'm super good at pasta.
I'm just like, what am I? I mean, I might be in North Carolina.
Read your messages, Scott,
Read your messages.
Oh,
on your phone.
my
I feel
email.
like you guys have been telling him that for like 20 minutes and he has not been listening.
All right, let's play this song.
All right, let's play the song.
All right, for real though. So this song is gonna be played by God Program. It's a band I found on Get Tucked podcast. Okay, you're gonna like it a lot.
I saw you fall. Also,
I got high.
found on the Tuck podcast.
Yeah,
This little like.
Nice.
dude, this is dope. I'm telling you, this is dope. You need to go listen to their whole little shit they got. I think it's an EP. Yeah, EP. It's super good, man. Forever last another year. Shout out God Program. You guys are sick.
My
And,
whole
like-
sparkling personality to this, and you didn't think I was gonna fall.
She busted her motherfucking ass.
I saw that.
In the middle of you playing that.
That was crazy. At least we cut out, you know. You won't have to be immortalized for being the person who fell on the podcast.
I missed it because I was reading my messages.
Wait, did you look at them?
Yeah, I missed it because I was reading my messages. I would have rather have seen you busting your ass.
Oh,
You guys are the best. All right, let's continue with the drunk podcast. What's the next question?
All right, anyway. So here's something that I pulled on Twitter, and I wanted to bring some of those polls and ask you guys so I can get some real feedback.
You got it off of
Yes or
Twitter?
no.
Answer
No,
questions.
no. It's something I posted.
Twitter's for funny people.
It's
so
something I posted. Okay. Here's the question. All right. So is metal helping or hurting us as far as mental health and illnesses?
Oh, I have a lot to speak on this. I like to think
I'll get drunk and then I'll come in with my shitty answer right after.
I like to think that we are helping, because I know for me specifically, who is fucking nobody, all I do is write about my mental health issues in hopes that somebody, at least one person, can understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean, I think it's helping because it's a way to like release aggression through music as opposed to like, you know, going and punching somebody's head in.
That's true.
I don't really understand. Is there a segment of the population that's saying it's hurting?
All right, so like I think it was a Finn McKenty video, but anyway, he was talking about, you know, of course, like listening to like death metal, for instance, or whatever. Okay, he was basically saying that you kind of have to be in a bad mental health or type of mental space to make that type of music. So he's basically saying like, is it actually helping or is it like kind of hurting us low key?
I don't
Who said that?
You have to have mental health or mental health issues to be a part of the genre or whatever. But I think that people who are struggling with anxiety, depression, ADHD, bipolar, borderline, whatever.
You're an artist.
Stop naming all of those.
Right.
If you're an
Exactly.
If you're an artist in any genre, you're fucked up. Like, it don't matter. Like,
You got to be some
matter
sort
if
of
it's
crazy to even
metal.
think about choosing music as a career, my friend.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I was actually gonna touch on that. So here's my thing. I think I write my best music when I'm like at my worst. Period.
Right.
Like if I'm in a good
100%.
mood, I cannot write a fucking thing.
That's a good point.
Because it's just, and it's not that I can't write a happy song. It's that because you're a musician, you're put in this kind of like bubble, and it's just like Adam said. If you're in the music industry, you're already fucked up. Like you're in it. You know you're not gonna make millions of dollars. You know you're not gonna garner any type of like crazy attention, and you probably already come from a place where you're like, I have all this pent up rage and aggression, and I want to let it out.
Mhm.
And so like when I find myself at my darkest, that's where I write my best songs. Well, like when I'm happy, I don't really write any songs. Like it's just a thing. I don't necessarily think metal is hurting people per se, unless you are a poser fuck who's just like, oh my God, I'm rich and I live in the Hamptons, but I love this metal band, so I'm gonna be sad and edgy. If you are that kind of person, yes, you're hurting metal because you're a piece of shit. Like, but most people in bands who are doing it, we don't come from like glorious lives or glorious situations. We're literally just singing about things that we know from experience.
Yeah.
And our band members are just playing the things that they know how to play because they bought instruments at some part in their life and they didn't have enough money for classes or anything else. So they're struggling to be the best instrumentalists that they can be. Metal is literally just, metal bands are just, it's a group of people who are no good at anything, including metal, trying to be good at the one thing that they love.
True.
That's just how it is.
Fuck, dude. I don't know if I'm drunk or you're just making a lot of sense, Joey.
Like when I go into doing a song, I don't write songs and I'm like, cool, well, I want to write a song that people who are mentally fucked up can relate to. That's never like my intention. It's just kind of like, this is a situation that I am going through right now. And if I'm going through it, I think other people are probably going through. So how do I take what I'm going through right now and write it in such a way that other people can apply it to what they're going through in XYZ situation?
Music's supposed to be a cathartic thing, right? It's supposed to connect you on an emotional level of some sort, right? So this is why like rock music especially is a more emotionally connecting genre, especially when, you know, like genres like country music have turned into, you know, your truck and your tractor and whatever. And some rap is about your wheels and your rims and your hustling, which if it's a way of life, whatever, cool. But I think the realest music is stuff that talks about emotion and how you feel it and how that affects your life and other people relating to you within that. So I think good music is a cathartic release to both the writer and the listener when it hits the right way.
Yeah. No, that's super interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on. You said what?
I think Adam is right.
Yeah, for sure. I was definitely gonna say that's well spoken. I want to get off this because I feel like it's gone to a dark space. But all right, I want to touch on this. We have to touch on this. All right, so who has watched WandaVision? Like, have you guys been about this shit lately?
Yes, I'm excited for something in the MCU for the first time in over a year. I'm not a nerd. I'm a
I've
big-
seen you talking
Three
about
people.
it, and I've seen Joey talking about it.
You haven't seen it.
I have not. I am a girl that is stuck in her world of the same 3 or 4 TV shows that I think of as my actual friends in life. Friends.
We talked about this.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother, and Sex in the City, and Community.
But you would like WandaVision.
Those are my friends. If you're outside that, then you don't fuck with me.
As someone that grew up with Marvel Comics as a kid, was a diehard Marvel Comics fan, but now is totally kind of whatever with the movies.
Right.
They're like fine. I don't love them. I don't hate them. They're just kind of like whatever.
He's
Some are really
he's
good.
a movie gatekeeper. Don't pay attention to him.
Okay, but like
canceled.
Yeah, well, I'm saying those are like so. Like I would be the most description of a casual fan. I have no interest in WandaVision. Don't give it.
Okay.
Should I be watching it? Why do I want to watch WandaVision? Sell me.
Because it's going to connect to the Phase 4 of the Marvel Universe in a big way.
Okay.
It's going to lead to the X-Men and the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let me just talk to
me.
Scott.
Wow.
Let me just talk to Scott directly real quick and pretend there's no one else in here. Scott, you're a fucking piece of shit. I hate you.
Those were my father's dying words.
Oh, jeez.
Let me just say, okay. I also grew up reading comics, and I'm like, so the movies for me are more like, it's like a childhood fantasy. I'm like, yo, all the things I read are coming to life. So I watch those movies. Yes, I agree. Not all the movies are great. I thought all the movies are great until like I actually started watching some of the older ones. I'm like, they're not really.
Yeah. Phase 1's kind of bonkers now. I don't treat them as individual movies though. I treat it as one big ass story.
Exactly.
Right.
When you start thinking about it, like, and this is the way I think about it. I'm not sure if other people think about this as a comic reader. To think of how comics work, you write one story that branches off into multiple different stories, and they end up creating one big story. That's why I got into comics. I liked multiple superheroes, and to know that they all connected was crazy. To see that happening in movies is fucking insane.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Then to see them be like, yo, actually, we're going to do more movies, but on top of the movies, we're going to tie it into TV shows is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. Don't get me wrong.
Not hold on. Fuck you. It's my turn.
It's because Stanley's not from Florida.
Where's the superhero representatives from Florida? Like, how come Florida's not represented in this?
It's all New York City.
Right.
Spider-Man.
Superhero that fucking
of course
contains Ebor.
Listen, of course multiple superheroes are from New York City. We have the most problems.
Yeah, you got a bunch of problems. That's such a true point.
New York City is trash.
Right.
And so we need to clean up the trash of superheroes. It's just it's the way of life, you know?
Yeah, that'd be a good one to know. Like how many
subway in New York told me, or on the train into New York one time told me, because we were like, we were talking to the dude, we were like trying to find the next train.
Is this the guy without the mask?
This was before the pandemic. This dude was like some sort of art killer or whatever. So this dude is like, we're asking him like, how do we get to the platform for our next train? And he's like telling us all this stuff about New York, and he's like, it is the center of the fucking universe.
Wow.
There you go.
It is though, kind of.
It is.
Kind of.
Sure. I love that city.
Well, I'm saying kind of because of how shit is now.
It's I feel like it's the center of the universe, but also it's the fucking worst place to live in the world.
Yeah, it's like hasn't it gotten really bad?
I love New York City, but I hate New York City. I wake up every
You
day.
live in Brooklyn, so
The last time I was
right outside of the city.
I
True.
left you and looked at them and was like, do I have to leave? And they were like,
New York City. New York City is amazing if you know the right people that can take you to the right places.
Yeah.
Not talking about the Russian guy from around the corner. That doesn't count.
Love him though.
But
Changed my life.
for the most part, when you're here forever and you start to notice the little shit, you're like, that makes it like,
Dude, I think
Absolutely.
everybody low key hates where they're from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
for
doesn't
sure.
matter if you're from New York, you're from LA, you're from Albemarle, you're from Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter in some way, unless you're fucking Scott Valina, you kind of hate.
But legit, like I'm from Miami, and Miami fucking sucks. Like Tampa is so much better than Miami. Miami blows fucking chunks.
Bro.
Yeah. I couldn't
You
live
only
in Miami.
4 hours away.
Yeah,
You
5
went to
hours
Miami?
away.
Tampa's 5 hours to Miami?
Yeah,
It's on the other side, isn't it?
yeah, it's like
Hey,
it's
listen,
5
Florida,
hours.
it doesn't matter anyway. You move like right up the block. Like that doesn't count.
Okay, wait. We're
Florida,
getting off topic though. We're getting off topic. I want to be
alright.
sold on why I should watch WandaVision. And the reality of it is that here's the thing. Like, I have all the respect in the world for the MCU, dude. Kevin Feige, like
Yeah.
he changed cinema. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna sell you on it, Scott.
like, I'm not interested. Like, why should I be interested?
I'm gonna sell you on it, Scott.
All right.
It's a really interesting, at least the first 3 episodes are a really interesting take of a modern version of a 50s and then 60s and then 70s sitcom.
Yeah.
It is very much like, for people that are into the art of that, it's kind of an interesting take on that.
Yeah.
But then it also is a story set within the Marvel universe, and then the 4th episode kind of blows some shit open, and then who knows where we go from here.
Okay, I'm gonna sell you even
And they were
more.
like the party.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell you even more on it.
Yeah.
The reason why you should watch WandaVision is because there are a lot of emotional things behind what they actually do that connect so much on a real level. You're like, I can't believe they just fucking did that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what that means.
There's shit in that show that's so dark. You start to think, you're like, honestly, if I went through that, I would do that exact same thing, and I would be the bad guy for it.
Yeah.
I think there are, like, spoiler territory, but there are 2 possibilities here. There's some villain manipulating Wanda, or Wanda's lost her motherfucking mind from losing all the things.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about it because I already know what happens because I read the House of M comic book, and so it's my favorite story.
Yeah, but you can't.
Oh shit! I remember that.
Going, but like, it's
The
kind
funny
of
thing is-
that.
The funny shit is they're actually
Wow.
a lot of people haven't noticed they're pulling more things from House of M than people are realizing. And every time it's only been 4 episodes. Every time I watch an episode, I'm like, wait, that was in like issue like 138 or like
Sure.
this, that of House of M.
That's
They're
so
pulling
cool.
so much
Well, like,
shit from that,
you
and that's like my favorite story of all time. Like
The
that
house
is like
fucking
Damn.
legit.
House of M is
How deep
so
do you want to
sick.
get in spoiler territory? Like, can we say
I
whatever?
don't want to get spoiler territory because this can take me down
Dude,
a
talk
rabbit
about
hole
it.
that
I mean,
I never recover from.
Well, like, there's like in
I don't care.
episode 3, there are 2 characters that suddenly come about that are going to be important, probably to something that's going to come later called the Young Avengers.
Oh yeah. Well, also in
and I
episode
think-
4.
Right, and you're watching what Marvel's getting ready to do is break off into the multiverse, and this is their first kickoff into that. And I don't know, but I think that's probably how they're going to bring the X-Men into the MCU and the Fantastic Four. In
yeah, dude. That
And
makes a
this
lot of
is-
sense.
This is really nerdy, but because you're saying that, in episode 4, there's two setups for the X-Men and the Fantastic Four that no one caught.
Really?
I caught them.
There are
Like
2
what?
setups.
Spoiler.
There are 2 setups. Okay. So in episode 4, when Monica's talking to the director guy, he's talking about the sentient weapons observation center, and it's like so they changed it to sentient weapon, and she asked him like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, we're creating weapons." The only weapon that a
sword.
sentient weapon created was Weapon X, and that's Wolverine. So that's one where they're like, we're already creating these things. And also, you know, the beekeeper that went into the town, the transformed to the beekeeper, his name was Franklin. Franklin Richards is Reed Richards and Sue's son from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, wow.
I think
in the comics, I went on YouTube. No one has noticed it so far. In the comic books,
I
the
knew there
witch,
was something with that.
Agatha Harkness, she's in charge of only 2 things ever in the comic. She's in charge of teaching Wanda how to use her powers, and she also oversees Franklin Richards. And I'm like, wait, I watched it again. I'm like, wait, Franklin
Richards is a mutant, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, where do I know that fucking name from? I'm like, holy shit, the sword agent that they sent in was Franklin Richards. And they said his name once really quickly and never said anything again. I'm like,
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that.
To the fucking Fantastic Four. And no one caught it. I told Christian about it because he's like also a comic nerd. And he's like, dude, I didn't even put that together. I'm like, those two things are setups for the multiverse to bring the X-Men into the Fantastic Four.
Well, I mean, like
that's gonna be crazy.
So things they've already said are basically that this show is going to lead into Doctor Strange. This show is going to lead into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, cool.
Spider-Man,
awesome.
Spider-Man 3 is in some form or way going to have Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in it, and it's going to tie the Sony Spider-Man universe into the MCU through the multiverse. So,
wow,
like this show is the kickoff to all that, and the multiverse is probably the easiest way to bring in the X-Men who started in the 60s and actually have their backstory. And then somehow do some sort of Crisis on Infinite Earth and merge the shit.
All I know
is
that I love Jean Grey.
So I'm saying, where's Gambit? Where's Gambit, bro?
Gets involved, your girl is prepared.
Like, let me know when Gambit's gonna finally show up. God damn.
Let me know when Gambit shows up.
The real question at this point is just whether or not Channing Tatum's actually going to get to play him.
Yeah, we're going down like crazy rabbit hole.
You guys are so deep in this. This is awesome.
But it's true though. Like, there's so much shit that they like. So they announced actors for like the WandaVision show. So like Evan Peters is one of them. Evan Peters played Quicksilver in the Fox universe.
Yeah.
We know in the Marvel universe, Quicksilver's already dead and he's someone different. So they're like, oh, the only other person he got cast as a villain. He has to play Mephisto.
I don't know. I heard
Aaron Peters
Aaron Taylor Johnson that played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron is apparently not interested in coming back. So Evan Peters and Quicksilver would be the interesting way to turn
So those are the two things I heard. I heard that he's not interested in coming back, but also I think Evan Peters got cast as a villain. And so I'm like, he would get cast, if he's getting cast as a villain on the WandaVision show, he's probably going to be the guy in charge of taking over Wanda and making her do all this crazy shit.
Yeah, doing everything. Dude, this is awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to rewatch everything now. But anyway, sorry guys. Sorry to get. I know you guys. Some of you haven't watched this.
If you want to do a separate podcast, let's get drunk and talk about the MCU. I'm your guy. Let's do this.
But I have nothing to offer this. I would just listen.
Like I said, I know about Jean Grey.
That's all you need.
I know about Gambit.
If your next record isn't called Jean Grey, I'll be so upset.
I know, right?
It's not.
It's not.
It has the name.
Spoiler alert.
The name already?
It has a name already.
Nice. What is it?
No.
I'll tell you next week.
That's
Full Beat's the greatest band ever. That's the name of it.
All right, let's get off this. All right, so
I'm coming to visit you, and it's gonna be fun.
Okay. So
why was this ever on top of that? That doesn't make any like.
We're gonna get off the MCU thing.
My fucking thing on my Hattie B's cup.
Yo, physics doesn't work with that.
Yo, I have a makeup thing and I balance it on my fucking Hattie B's cup because it has the best hot chicken of all time.
She don't even get paid to say that, yo.
Nobody's paid me. I had no payment.
No payment at all, but it's all right.
No payment at all.
Joey, I swear to God, if when you're in Nashville, you don't go to Hattie B's, our friendship.
The place with the hot chicken that everyone keeps talking about? Okay. So Andrew was like, the only thing Andrew told me, he was like, yo, when you get here, one of the days, you got to go get hot chicken. And I'm like, fried chicken?
You do it with me.
Yeah, he's like, bro, he's like, no, he's like, it's just called hot chicken. He's like, trust me, I know you like wings.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Better.
It's called Hattie B.
Yeah.
All right.
There's like two different places, but Hattie B's is one of them.
Hattie B's is the shit.
What is hot chicken?
Okay, so it's
fried
like
chicken with
chicken.
It's all right. Hattie B's hot chicken is where the fuck it's at.
That's pretty great.
What does it taste like? Like, is it like spicy? Is it just
it's super hot. But like, all right, so it's like fried.
You can get it with no seasoning if you're not into that kind of thing. But if you're a bitch like me and you love your spice.
Yeah.
All right, so it's like spicy chicken.
Yeah,
it's
super
like
spicy.
like, oh, can you eat this whole thing of chicken? Or is it like spicy like it's just spicy chicken?
All right, let me tell you from a chef's perspective.
All right, let's go. All right, no, we gotta hear the chef's perspective. Let's go.
All right.
Let's hear it.
You can
So
get it with no seasoning on it, and that's cool. I get mine medium. I'm a bitch that likes spice, but I still get mine medium. But you can get it hot, extra hot,
and then kill yourself hot.
I get it medium too, and it's.
I like it where it's hot but has flavor, not hot where it's just there to taste like shit and burn your ass.
All right.
Look, so it's fried.
I saw.
Initially fried. You can choose whatever you want. You can check it. You can do the breast. You can do the thigh, whatever. And basically, they fry it. They have some special fucking batter to where it's like extra hard, and then they dip it in some type of oil, cayenne, spice mixture. It's whatever they choose, butter, all types of shit. They dip it in that, and then they serve it to you. Usually, they serve it on a piece of white bread, not toasted.
I'll give it to you on a piece of bread, and while you're eating your chicken, that bread soaks up all the sauce.
Soaks up all the sauce.
Fire. However,
yeah,
here in North Carolina, fucking Sheets has come out with a sauce that's called Nashville
KFC's
Hot.
got one too. I'll be right back.
Good.
It's not good.
All right.
So most places come out with a Nashville Hot, and it's not good. I'm like, how dare they even try to tell me this is Nashville Hot? Because that is my favorite food. Favorite fucking food. If I am wherever, I want Nashville Hot chicken all day.
How'd you guys find out about it?
All right, so I went to Asheville.
People.
I went to Asheville, North Carolina, and there's a place called Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack, and it's like super fucking fire, dude. Like, it's so good. You got to go to Rocky's Chicken.
Okay.
But it's not Nashville Hot. If it's not Hattie B's, that bitch.
Well, hold on though.
Even when I was in Nashville, I went to Prince's, and Prince's just to put it out there, these motherfuckers have bathrooms that are industrial strength with like a fucking hammer of like air freshener. So in case you need to hold on to the rails and poo, they got you.
Right. Honestly, though, I think the first dip chicken happened in North Carolina. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if I am going to eat. I'm going to eat that.
So, like, the whole Nashville thing, I get that. But I'm saying, I think it started in North Carolina.
It was Nashville. I have mad love for Nashville.
All right, Seth, question. Before you answer, are you good at, like, North Carolina foods? Like, you know, like, all the best places in North Carolina?
I wouldn't say all the best places.
I would say all the best places by any means, but
I'm familiar.
I'm knowledgeable.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the best place for you?
Cookout.
No, do you remember the name?
Cookout.
All right. No, Cookout is amazing. We went to Nashville. Me and Dash went to Nashville. Not Nashville. North Carolina.
Yeah.
Ew.
No.
North Carolina is kind of weird. So
it is weird. Yeah.
We went. God, it was a fucking long time ago. We had like food from different places, but we didn't know like the best places. Mm-hmm. So you guys are all in North Carolina. Now you, Scott, you're just watching the fucking game. You don't know shit.
He's in WandaVision.
If you guys had to tell me what was the best food in North Carolina,
go to Jack Beagles in Charlotte and get mac and cheese.
Jack Beagles?
How come you guys have never taken me there? How come my bandmates have never taken me to this place?
You went to Jack Beagles with me right before we went to the motherfucking cat cafe.
Yeah.
Baby.
I'm on baby duty for a minute, guys. Sorry.
You and I went to Jack Beagles and we got mac and cheese.
I do remember that.
So Scott was lying. Look, Scott got caught.
It was so good.
At the airport, we got mac and cheese, and then we went to the cat cafe to play with kitties and drink coffee.
That day was so fun that I forgot all about it.
Do you like sushi?
I do like sushi.
All right, so a lot of my friends, they recommend Seoul Gastro.
Where?
You need to go there for sushi. Seoul.
Well, I only like specific types of sushi. Like, is it like a?
Once I went in Charlotte for sushi.
So like a large array of sushi or what? Because I'm like very specific. Like I eat sushi, but it's very specific ones. And I also have to be in the mood to eat it. Yeah. I don't know if you guys like this. Like if I'm in the mood, I'll eat it. But if not, I won't eat it.
I feel that.
With you.
I mean, it's like it feels like chef owned and operated type thing. You know what I mean? Like when I went there, I was like, oh shit, they got this. I can't remember exactly because like I've been vegan or vegetarian rather for a hot while. You know, I haven't been there in a long time, so I can't tell you.
You're vegetarian, so you don't eat fish either, right?
No. I was pescatarian for a little bit before I switched over all the way.
So what's your favorite vegetarian or vegan meal?
My favorite vegan meal. Dude, that's tough, man.
Yeah, now I'm asking you the tough questions. How does it feel?
It sucks, actually. I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, Impossible burgers aren't like great for you, and I know they're like high in sodium and stuff like that, but it really does feel like I'm eating a real burger. And then I'll put like the vegan cheese on it, and the shit is like, it tastes so good. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's what I had for dinner. I'm not gonna lie.
I do like them. I love a spicy black bean burger.
I like those, but most of the time they're like vegetarian because they'll put cheese in it. So like, I mainly eat like vegan.
I am a fan of cheese. Like you can give me a piece of vegan cheese, and I'll know it's bullshit.
No, I've bought a really good brand. The American is like pretty awesome.
So this is kind of related, but a terrible story. But there's just at my job today, we had this new guy, a first-year apprentice hire in, and the first thing he told anybody was that he was vegan. So his nickname has automatically been Vegan.
Oh.
So I told him about the band today. Maybe he'll check this out. Maybe he'll hear his shout out. But what's up, Veggie Tales? Hope your first week's been all right and shit.
All right, whose son is that? First son on the show.
That's Adam's.
This is mine. He's a plague baby.
That's
He's
awesome.
my best friend. He just wants to hang out with me. He doesn't care about any of my personality flaws or anything.
She's crazy Aunt Jayce. He loves her.
That's awesome.
He says crazy Aunt Jayce. I say cool Aunt Jayce.
Yeah, well.
All right, on a level of 1 to 10, how drunk is everyone? 1 to 10.
I'm a solid.
Lips are buzzing.
I'm a solid 8.
8? Okay, what do you got? 3?
I'm like at a 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah,
What do you got, Joey?
6. Like what was the Bacardi is like really hard to like drink by itself.
Oh, gee. You don't have a chaser or anything? You're just-
Well, I had the first couple of shots of Bacardi while we were on the thing, and then I got the mojito, but I'm chasing the Bacardi shots with mojito, so I'm drinking I'm double drinking here.
Why am I not in New York right now hanging out with Joey? Like,
Right.
Yeah, why are you not in New York right now hanging out?
We're all gonna be in Nashville next week.
I was literally just saying how excited I am to hang out. So I don't.
I'm so excited. I could cry. I literally could cry.
We have to bring Seth. Seth has never got to hang out with any of us. So now Seth.
I know.
I have a question about that.
Oh,
That's gonna be a shitty question. That's a shitty question.
No, I don't care.
You do all the cooking stuff in like the restaurants, right?
Right.
You cook for your wife?
I do on my days off. I'm not going to lie to you.
Does she love your food or does she hate it because she's a better chef than you?
Oh, dude, she likes my food, but she's a really good cook. I will give her that. But I mean, dude, come on. How do you think I won her over? You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Like, when I first met her,
Like, listen, I have nothing else to offer. Here's some food.
well, yeah, I was like, okay, so like we both had apartments at the same time. And then I went to her house and she had like literally nothing there. And I was just like, all right, I'm just going to throw some shit together and I'm going to impress the fuck out of her because I can just like whip it up. And so I did that. And that's that. I literally feel like that's what helped me win her over.
It wasn't the drunk reactions because I feel like those are
Definitely wasn't. We weren't there yet. I mean, we're far apart on music. She likes EDM.
Oh no.
I can appreciate it.
I said that out loud.
Look,
get her drunk and have her give honest reviews of bands you like.
Oh no.
Me?
She does that.
Oh.
But like, I don't know. I mean, she gave a couple of bad, like she hated on baby metal, and then now I'm basically canceled by all those fans.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
you never say anything bad about baby metal ever.
Yeah.
Say something bad about baby metal
Stop it.
right now.
No, don't do it. Don't. You have a band.
Where's that censor button? Hit the censor button.
I don't even know.
No, and you know what's funny is that Bring Me's new album, they have that song King's Here with fucking Baby Metal. And that song plays on my like shuffle more than any song, and I don't know why, because I cannot stand it.
Do you hate it?
Better cut that part out.
Yeah.
That band slays live.
Dude, I've learned
what, Baby Metal?
Shit.
Yeah. There's two things I've learned in this industry that are absolute.
Yeah.
You don't hate on the baby metal because their crowd will tear you up, and you don't hate on Poppy. If you hate on any two of those bands, you'll get fucking ruined by everyone in the industry. So if anyone ever asks you if you love baby metal or you love Poppy, your answer is, oh my God, I'm their biggest fan. That's
I
it.
love Poppy.
Hey, if anyone ever asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
But I also say that I love Poppy.
Yeah.
Poppy's
awesome.
That's funny. Last time we had this podcast, you were still kind of on the fence about Poppy, but I'm so
on the fence. But recently, as of 2021, your girl is fucking here for Poppy.
Welcome aboard.
Poppy's cool.
I disagree. Is so good.
Dude, it's ridiculous. You need to see her live because she's just like Baby Metal.
I
like,
don't need
Metal's
to.
nuts.
Baby Metal was pretty cool live, actually.
Right? Ridiculous.
Baby Metal live was pretty entertaining.
What do you think, Phoenix?
Oh.
Baby Metal.
What do you? You're a baby
metal.
Baby Metal.
Yeah, he's into it.
What do you think Bring Me the Horizon's next album is going to sound like?
Who knows?
Well, it's a different EP, right?
And you know, that's what I love about Break Me is that I do not know what their next.
Well, so actually, funny story. I kind of know. I was talking with Ollie the other day, and he was talking about what a huge ALD fan he is.
Because he's from Florida.
I'm just straight ripping off all you guys' shit. So apparently, it's just gonna sound like an ALD album.
That'd be crazy.
That's my favorite thing when people are like, "Do you like Bring Me the Horizon?" I'm just like,
"Yeah, sound like us."
I appreciate the weird pretzel-like shape you just twisted yourself into suck your own dick.
I would just be like, "Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon sounds like us."
Hey, here's an interesting fact. Does anybody know where that name came from?
I know.
From the Caribbean, Go Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jack Sparrow. Oh, also funny shit. Speaking of Jack Sparrow, his ex-bitch just got fired from
ex-bitch.
Got fired. What's the Warner Brothers movie? Justice League. The really whack ones.
Oh, Google it right now.
Too.
From Aquaman
too. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Google says Joey from VRSTY is canceled for calling Amber Heard Johnny Depp's ex-bitch.
It's over.
Amber Heard is so terrible. It's terrible. How dare she ruin my man's Johnny like that? Like, that's messed up.
Right.
So for the last topic, I'm gonna let you guys choose. Okay.
Oh, you
All right. Do you guys want to reflect on shows or talk about politics?
No, we do not talk politics.
We're reflecting on shows.
Because every time people start talking about politics, I have to go hide in the bathroom.
Last time
not even joking. Ask any of my bandmates. Last time that came up, we were at the and I literally had a panic attack in the bathroom.
I have a better answer. Could we not do either one of those? Could we do something else? Every time I reflect on shows, I get sad. If all the shit that like I know I was supposed to do, and then if we ever talk about policy, I just get angry because of all the shit that I want to kill people.
Enough. Yeah, that was kind of.
As soon as we talk about politics, we lose half of our audience.
Yeah, that's not. I was kidding. That was a shit.
I lose all my friends if I talk politics.
All right, seriously. All right,
dick.
How about this one? The importance of. All right, the importance of Warped Tour, or do you want to talk about albums from 2020?
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
Let's do both.
I can go either way. Yeah. Warped Tour's cool.
Both.
All right, cool. All right, sick. I still have a drink, so we're good.
Which one we starting with?
All right, so hold on. Let's talk about some 2020 releases because I have my like album of the year list pulled up. So I did like a top 15. I did a whole episode on this. It was a piece of shit. But anyways, like my album of the year from last year was No Eternity in Gold. Like Moss the Flames. That was my favorite one. That was just me personally. Okay. Fuck me.
My album of the year was fucking Cloud City over there because
get
it
the
was
fuck out of
fucking.
here with that shit. Go back.
I have horrible taste in music, and I
It
love
was
my
really
friends.
good, man. It was really good.
But yo, Joey, you sent me the initial version of Cloud City in like June or July, and I was just blown away. I was like, I cannot believe that I am friends with the people.
Dude, you guys are really good.
Album out right now. It's so tight. It's so good.
I don't know why. You want to hear something funny? I hate that EP now. Like I think we
know.
have
Over
done.
it.
I know you
You're already
do.
over it.
And that's
You guys
like
have-
every position. We hate everything we create.
Yeah.
But I'm
When you-
telling you to shut your fucking mouth, sing me Dig, and sing me, what is it, Pathos? And shut the fuck up. Pathos. That song.
Good song.
Ah!
You scared the baby, bitch.
I scare a baby with that song.
Oh, can that be the title? You scared the baby, bitch.
Scared
That'd
the
be
baby.
good. I canceled. Canceled.
Too much static.
That song's so good though.
It's canceled.
Thank you. I'm
Like I
still-
said, not to be like an ass kissing like bitch, but
ass kissing bitch.
ass kissing.
All right,
bitch.
so
That song is so good.
who else had like an album of the year? I know.
Dude, I had
No, fuck you, Scott. Me first. You're gonna just say vote me. You're gonna say vote me.
He's over it.
My album of the year is literally after the Weeknd. That album
Okay.
is perfect from beginning to end. And he tells a story of the music industry that I feel like not a lot of people hear.
Mhm.
And I'm like, bro, he's literally saying, I got into the game and then the music industry gave me all this money, but now I'm not in control and I want to get the fuck out, but they won't let me.
Jesus
That record is
Christ.
incredible.
That is cool.
Incredible.
That's like some Kurt
Everyone needs to
Cobain
listen to
shit.
that.
yeah.
Except without the shot.
I agree with you.
Right.
I love the
Yep,
Weeknd.
take that
so
shot.
much. I cannot wait to see what he does at the halftime show. I love everything he's doing right now with bandaging his whole fucking face up
Wow.
and having that play into the
He's
story.
the MCU version of the music industry right now. All his
Yeah.
music videos connect into one thing. And I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Dude,
Oh, that's
he's
really
so
cool. That's cool.
creative. I cannot deal. I fucking cannot.
Didn't he? Did it? All right, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he start off with like OVO and like Drake and all that?
No. Okay.
All right, I don't know. I don't know. That's
All right,
why
I'm gonna give you a quick little history lesson. So
All right.
you know Drake's biggest album, Take Care?
Yeah.
He wrote that album and gave it to Drake for a chance to make it in the industry. He actually said this on Rolling Stones. So Drake put him on a song. He blew up, and then after that, they were supposed to do a bunch of collabs together, but he ended up not signing with OVO and doing his own thing. And so him and Drake had beef for years, and now they're like cool, but they're not really super
Yeah.
cool kind of shit. Because Drake doesn't trust him, and you know the Weeknd doesn't trust Drake. Yeah, Drake doesn't trust the Weeknd because he was like, oh, he said he was gonna sign to my label, and the Weeknd doesn't trust Drake because he was like, he only wanted me to sign his label so I could write more of his music, and it's not gonna work. So
Yeah.
Damn.
I love Drake also.
I didn't
Like,
know
shout out Drake. Like Drake.
between the two because I relate
weird.
to my feelings like Drake. Like, but
Yeah, Drake be all in his feelings sometimes, and that's why I don't listen to Drake because I listen to him and I just get sad. And I'm like, I can't listen to shit, man. Like shit.
saying,
Well, that kind of falls back into the whole like, is metal helping or hurting thing? Like, do you think like listening to a bunch of sad shit makes you sad?
No.
no, but yes,
I think it makes you feel better because you know that other people are going through the same
it
emotion.
validates
Yeah.
your sadness. Like, I feel like a sad piece of shit.
Yeah.
But even though I feel like this, there are other people that feel the same. So am I that bad? And I
Right.
relate to Drake on that. Drake said some shit that was like, I wish I could go back in life, not to like do this, but feel the same feeling twice. And I'm like, yo.
That's deep.
Yeah. Like my favorite band ever is Mayday Parade, and it doesn't get much more sad than that. And I listen to them even when I'm like at my happiest. So
Nice. Wait,
I've
Scott,
been-
what's your favorite album of 2020?
Yeah. what
favorite
do you-
album of 2020? Yeah. So like I have a list, man. Like the Poppy album that dropped early in 2020 was great. The
Oh,
fucking
we don't want your list. We want the best one. Your favorite. Okay.
Your favorite?
Point North probably, but then also that Polaris record and also fucking Movements, the Movements record.
Oh, that was super good.
That's so good.
I fucking love
No
that.
one ever talks about that band.
Movements is like my favorite new band that I've discovered in the past like 5 years, and everything they do is fucking gold.
You 100% turned me on to Movements. I'll give you that.
Bro, like
Dude, they're awesome.
I've seen them like 4 or 5 times now, and they're fucking phenomenal. So I have to give it to Movements.
Yeah.
Just because they're like one of my favorite bands right now, even though I probably like the Point North record better overall. But Movements, dude, just because they are fucking God, they're so good.
I'm going left field though, because that's just my musical taste, kind of, for being in a metal band or whatever. But Kesha's High Road and Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia are my 2 favorite
Dude,
records.
Dua Lipa, I cannot say enough good things about.
Listen to that Dua Lipa record.
Is the best pop song that I've heard in so long.
Wait, I have a question. Seth, this is a question for you. I've been sneakily taking pictures of us like while we were on this thing. Do you want me to tag you, or do you want me to tag like the Diamond?
Tag Native Diamond. All right, so I'm kind of weird because on my personal, like I don't post a lot on my personal because like all my bosses and my mom. Anytime my mom gets on a social media thing, I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's why I got TikTok.
I'm with my friends. Leave me alone, Mom.
Yeah, I was like, stop, Mom. Leave me alone. So yeah.
I've been sneakily taking pictures of you.
Yeah, I wanted to like take a picture. It's like, oh look, a group thing, whatever. And I want to
do it because I mean I was gonna do.
I just posted it.
All right, I was gonna do like a thumbnail picture and just like screenshot our little thing.
Just let me know so that I don't look ugly. So I'm just like.
No, I'll do it. We'll do it at the end. All right, hold on. Can I tell you my number 2? We're gonna do like a 1, 2, 3 because like we gotta start wrapping it up here. It's gonna be like.
Dude, we suck.
It's gonna be a long podcast, but that's good. I like long ones.
It's like frowning at me through the doorway over here occasionally. So.
I'm crying because.
Well, I mean, after we stop recording, we can still hang out. It's just like we got to get through this. We'll do a 1, 2, 3, and then we'll talk about work to it.
Can we do this every Monday?
Dude, that's what I was telling Joey, but Mister, I don't have time because I'm on an awesome label.
We got time.
I'm a label, but I'm gonna hang out with. He's gonna come show up and interrupt me while I'm doing.
We're on whatever label Johnny Walker's is cheap enough to afford at the moment. So we're yours, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, like every Monday I'm down. I was gonna do like a mosh pit Monday every Monday. I might bring on other people from other bands.
That's not fair. It's only not fair. My schedule, like I don't like my. So I don't know if. Maybe Scott knows her. My publicist, Amy, she kind of picks what I do throughout the day. And so she's like, all right, you have all this stuff to do these days, do them or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, she kind of plans out my day for me. So it's not fair for you to throw me under the bus like that.
I'm fucking
after I called you my friend. Now I'm taking another picture. I'll be like, except for this guy, he's not my friend.
I was gonna say,
all right, I'm just fucking around.
I don't want you to have to commit over a podcast. I'll just text you. Right. And be like, you come hang out with me.
Yo, bro, I'm like, I want to hang out. You know what's the thing?
I'm just fucking with you.
After me and Seth, our last podcast, we actually spoke about like how people like hang out and stuff like that. For like it was like really briefly. And that was when I told him, I was like, I don't really have like many friends. Most of the friends that I have, they are in my band or whatever, or like you guys are other bands who we live in opposite states and we don't get to hang out with each other.
Exactly.
And the rest of the people that I know in the city are kind of like, I don't want to throw them under the bus because I do consider people friends, but also just to be like as transparent as possible, they're kind of pieces of shit. And I mean piece of shit in the way that like people start to see you as, oh, you're doing all these good things, you're too good for me. And it's like, I never said that. And that's how people treat me now. And I'm like, that's really shitty because I never fucking said any of that stuff. Sure, I believe it in my head, but I never said it out loud. Like, don't judge me on like
Yeah, I hate
for the record, I was just kidding.
Think I'm the piece of shit.
No, Seth, I like you. You're my dude.
But like, all right, so anybody that is doing that to you has like this crabs in a bucket mentality, and like they're not your real friend. Just in my opinion.
I love that. I'm glad you brought that up. I love that. the crabs in a bucket thing, where like the crabs pull each other down
because they have nothing going on in their life. And like, I'm not saying it out of disrespect, but it's like they see you as someone who's like getting out of the fucking bucket, and they're like, "Oh, fuck that, man! Like, I like you, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta stay down here with us."
Yeah.
There's always the next level, right? So if your goal is to like you're playing small shows, now your goal is to tour, and then your goal is to do a bigger tour, and then your goal is to do an arena tour, and then your goal is to do a stadium tour, and then your goal is to play the Super Bowl, and then you play the Super Bowl, and you're like, well, what the fuck do I do now? I got to figure out how to play fucking Mars.
Fucking Taylor Swift talked about that.
Yeah, I gotta play now. Like,
but like literally, I'm nobody. I have no label. I'm an independent band. I'm over here, doing my own gig. But because I had an opportunity with the AEW like wrestling team, people are messaging me all the time, asking who my contact is, how I did this, how I did that. And
we get it, Jayce. You're a big deal.
Yeah, people are like messaging me, acting like I'm a big deal, and I'm like, I don't have any information for you.
It's crazy how people start to perceive you when something like that happens, right?
And it's funny because people are like, well, if they did that, then surely I can do that too.
I was fucking like,
I did that because I worked hard for the past fucking decade.
I was in a band.
Contact.
Like many years ago, I was in a band on Metal Blade Records, and like we experienced the same shit, Joey. Where it was like these motherfuckers came out of nowhere to be like, man, I've been supporting you from day one. I'm like, fucking cool, bro. Who are you? Like,
no, you have. I have, and this is like legitimate shit. I have like maybe like 5 or 6 people, not including Dash, who have been there since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously she's been there since the beginning, but she doesn't look. Jayce's doing the fucking. She also does like she's been there since the beginning, but she also works for the band. Like she works on behalf of the band. So I'm like, aside from her, because she's also part of the business, I'm like, there are maybe like 4 or 5 people that I can honestly say you've been here from the beginning. But other than that, everyone else kind of like left and now suddenly came back, and I'm like, well, why are you here? They're like, oh my god, I was walking down the street and I heard you on the radio. You're a big deal. And I'm like, no, dude, like what the fuck? I'm still the same piece of shit I was yesterday.
We've been around for a hot minute, so we've like
we don't know fuck about
thought about this. like at one point in time, like our strategy was be bigger than life, and it didn't necessarily work the way we wanted. So we were like, all right, well, we're just gonna be us. Yeah. And then it was great, and we felt like we picked up a lot of fans. But then it also felt like we got backburnered and used and abused and taken advantage of. So like, I don't know where the medium is. It's somewhere out there.
It's such a weird line to navigate sometimes, because like all I want to do, there's this one song that we play off our record that's really hard for me personally to get through, just because.
Is that the one that you cried at the show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like I cry for Scars, I cry for a lot of songs, but there's this one particular song that I cry like a fucking bitch for, because personally it's really hard for me to get through emotionally. Are we still okay?
I don't know.
Shit disappeared and I was like, I don't know, we're still on. Thanks.
Sorry, that made me think of that.
True. Like emotionally, but I am so like guarded as a human that I stay walled off from everybody. So to be on stage and play a song and be vulnerable in front of the people that song relates to, it was a whole new experience that they were able and willing to accept me for who I am in that moment, as opposed to just creating a character around it.
Yeah,
it's people, when you show who the fuck you really are to people, it is amazing how much you will feel that back sometimes, because that's
so the thing is like if
me.
you play the larger than life character, like that gets you to a certain point and you look big and people are like enamored by it or whatever. But when you show your real personality is when you make people truly fall in love.
People fall in love
with your band and your
when
products.
they can see who you are. And
yeah, so
that is such a line for me.
But it's hard to walk that line, because if you give too much of yourself all the time, people just see you as some regular person, and then they use and abuse you like you're a regular person.
Well, as a vocalist, it's easy when you're putting on a persona if
Right.
people don't like who that persona is and they're like, oh, I don't like her, then you can be like, well, they don't like me because they don't know me. They
Right.
like the character that I built. But when you are showing who you really are to people and people don't like that, it's a lot harder to be like, well, they just don't fucking like me. You know? So it's been kind of a learning curve to show that vulnerability, to be who the fuck you actually are and be like, well, if they don't like me, well, then that's on them.
That's what.
All right, we're gonna play one last game before we end it, because like, dude, we're almost on 3 hours. We're almost on 3 hours. You guys haven't even realized.
This turned into a real fucking Joe Rogan podcast.
What are you editing this down to?
I don't even know. Like, it's gonna be a fun one though.
Yeah.
Like, I like long ones because when I'm at work, I'm like, fuck, man, because I got to be here for 12 hours. It's like,
Right.
all right. So anyway, we're gonna play Trash or Pass. Okay, I have 5 albums in my hand out of my personal collection. I'm gonna show you this album cover, and you're gonna say Trash or Pass. Okay, we're
It's like when I was a
gonna
kid
wrap
all
it up
over
with this.
again.
Okay,
Answer, guys. Good luck.
you guys
Wait.
ready?
Trash
Wait,
is
are we
good.
still doing it in order? So Jay-Z, Adam, Scott, and then me?
Yes.
All right,
Same
cool.
order.
All right, let's
All
do
right,
it.
ready?
Yeah.
All right, Trash or Pass.
Oh my God. Love 100 million
That would be
fucking
pass.
times. That is
The word you're
my.
looking for is pass.
All right,
Pass, that's a pass. Yeah.
Pass.
I'm gonna get that
We're doing one album at a time,
Oh my
right? One
God.
album at a time?
Yeah, one album time. Trash
Adam?
or Pass.
Adam?
I can't see it.
You want me to show it again?
Oh,
No, we
Yeah.
the dead remember. Yeah, pass.
love.
Yeah,
Love.
love.
All right, for those of you listening, it's A Day to Remember.
Homesick.
Homesick.
Okay.
Best
So,
album of all time, #1 in my collection.
Wait. Scott has
2009.
Funny story. Like I listened to Downfall of You All on
Downfall of Us All.
Yeah, Downfall of Us All.
She corrected you.
It was on Music Choice on Demand. They had the video up, and I got about a minute and a half through the song. Stopped the song. Went to Best Buy and bought the album.
Nice.
Dope.
All right, Scott, good answer. Go
We're
ahead.
first
Love
going
that
4
band.
albums.
before I give my verdict, does anyone want to tell me where A Day to Remember is from?
Florida.
Oh,
California. Florida.
And I love
with
that
that-
band more than I love myself.
And with that, I'm going to say fucking pass just to fuck with y'all.
No Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but A Day to Remember is fine.
All right, let's go. Next album.
Next album. All right, ready?
Let's do it.
You guys ready?
Oh, that's all right. Can I go first on this
Go
one?
first.
That's gonna be a hard fucking pass on my end. That album has literally been the inspiration for all of my stage presence.
Wow.
Really?
Everything that you
Interesting.
guys have ever seen on me do on stage has been, oh my God, yo, Suicide Silence is like just watch a video. Just watch an old video of like Suicide Silence
Bitch.
with like Mitch Slucker in it. And
Dude.
just literally you can be like, holy shit.
Mitch
Everything that I've ever done.
I see
Twice has
that.
been because of him.
Actually, funny enough that you say that, like Mitch, like I see that in you, like
I
100%.
can see that too, I was going to say.
Dude, the
That's cool.
songs, the dips, everything. I'm like, bro, 180%. That guy like
Mhm.
inspired like my whole performance as like an artist.
Even though I stole more
R.I.P.
from
I
you.
know.
That's all right. Listen, you didn't steal from me. We all stole from Mitch. Okay.
I got a 5-minute countdown, and I got to get out of here. Hit me.
All right. You guys ready? Everyone said pass, basically. All right.
Yep.
I'm going to have to open this one up because you're not going to be able to read it.
Uh-oh.
All right, ready? You're going to never guess.
Wait.
Oh, let's Bring Me. What is that?
That's
Cal?
Break Me.
Yeah,
Which
that's
album
pass.
is that? I can't tell.
That's the
Oh, man,
spirit.
you're not going to be able to read it.
That's the spirit?
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bring You. Yeah, that's
Whoa.
spirit. That's
Oh my God.
Doom is one of my favorite songs of all time.
It's great. It's not sempiternal, but it's great.
All right, I want to say this, though, okay? I think that this was the turning point to get to the Bring Me that we're at today. That was it.
Yes, 100%. Agreed.
True friends down.
Wow, you piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, check this out. Look, I just got this for my 30th birthday.
Hey,
You can't see it. It's an umbrella.
Umbrella.
Yeah.
Dude,
that was actually handed to me by their guitar player, like side stage, and it was pretty fucking dope.
That's
All
dope.
right, we get it. You're important.
fucking That's the Spirit is so
I'm kind of a big deal.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
I
You're a deal, all right.
So everyone's digging Bring Me. All right.
I have such love and respect for Bring Me.
All right, I got to show this one because this is like one of my second favorite albums of all time. This is old school Victory. Not really that old school.
That is.
Oh, acid girl, what my dick tastes like.
One of my favorite albums of all time.
Not on that record.
I know. Eternal Enemies, though.
Was
God,
that
I love them.
Angry Brothers or not?
One of my favorite albums.
Was Harry Brothers on that one?
Bro, God, I love him. You know shit. Acid girl, what my dick tastes like. Better.
Such a mood.
Oh my
Right, sorry, work is crazy. But yeah, anyways. Eternal Enemies. My number 2 album, I guess, of albums I collect. Actually, I have more. I have some albums put up that are signed, and I just like don't pull them out because they're all signed and shit.
You get it. You're a big deal.
All right,
No,
so
it's
far
just
we have-
I'm that super of a nerd, I guess.
So far, we have 3 passes. Everyone said pass to all of those?
No, I'm with
Yeah.
that.
That's 4.
Yeah.
4, yeah.
That's 4?
Yep.
No, that
Are
was.
you ready for the last one?
4.
Yep.
What was the
We're
wait?
all in
Did I
agreement.
miss one?
Yeah.
Last one.
Last one.
Sure.
Oh, that's a hard pass. That's one of the best EPs ever written ever.
Wait, it's stuck on Joey's face. I can't see it. Hang on.
That's
It's
stuck on your
pinned
face.
on Joey.
Zombie EP.
That's
Why
it.
up on Joey?
I
Why-
need to
Oh,
know.
there it is. Oh, fucking Zombies EP?
Zombie
Oh,
EP is one of
oh,
the
no,
best
wait.
EPs
What
ever.
is that?
No,
Zombie-
but fucking Roots is better.
No, suck my dick. Get
It's
the
the
fuck
Zombie
Roots is
EP.
so much better.
Devil Wears
dude.
Prada.
What is the album we're debating?
Devil Wears Prada,
Zombie
Zombies.
That was Prada.
Oh,
Back.
track 1 on that record.
Roots is not better than the Zombie EP, Scott.
It is.
Suck
What?
my dick. Get the fuck out of here. You
What are
bug.
you saying?
God, ask the girl what my dick tastes like. I don't think so. Fuck out of here.
Bro.
I love the Zombie EP.
Can you hear it?
Yes, this song. Oh my God, so good.
We're just gonna listen to it for a second.
ever written.
You might
Get
need to
into
skip
it.
in.
Because she needs to. Hold on, do I have sunglasses on? No. Okay, we're ready for this. No.
All right, for those of you listening, it's the Devil Wears Prada Zombie EP. We're playing Escape, the first song.
It ain't as good as Roots.
Fuck my dick, Scott.
Love Rude. But this, the Zombie EP,
We're just gonna listen to the intro.
and this song is special.
All right, I can't play.
Oh,
that
so
was like a
good.
big end, but damn, that
Right.
I'm gonna listen.
Does
to
Anybody know? Does anybody know where Devil Wears Prada is from?
They're from Florida. We know. We get it.
No,
They're
they're
from
not. I don't know. I was
Ohio.
genuinely curious where they're from.
They're also
Dayton,
they're not
Ohio.
Florida, Dayton, Ohio. Boom.
I was genuinely curious where they're from. I don't know.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio. I only know that from the podcast.
I have to go.
He's
All right.
out.
We're about to end it anyways.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Seth. We'll do it again sometime else. Bye,
Okay.
Joey. I'll see you in a week.
Bye. I'll see you in a week.
I'm so.
Hey, Adam. See you in a week.
Have you
All right.
guys ever been to Zombie Burger
No.
Do what?
in Zombie Burger in Des Moines?
No.
All right. There's a restaurant called Zombie Burger in Des Moines, Iowa, and they have the Devil Wears Prada actually on an interview had actually said once, I don't know where it's at, but like a long time ago had said that they went to this restaurant and they pulled a lot of influences for that EP from that restaurant.
Wow, dude.
I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
It's a restaurant. It's called Zombie Burger. They have different zombie themed foods. So they'll have like the T-virus burger or like the Silent Hill macaroni and cheese. Like it's
I love it.
the best food I've ever
Well,
eaten.
I get why people like I get why people like the Zombie EP better, but like for me, dude, like
Roots is amazing.
Yeah.
like I saw them on that tour and it was like game changer for
That was
me.
it,
It's like,
yeah.
this band is fucking.
No, that I love Roots, but when Zombie came out, I was like, oh, bitch.
yeah.
All right, guys, hold on.
The fuck
Uh,
up.
I have to end this thing because it's like 3 hours long, and we're just gonna end it. We can hang out after this, but I have to end it. So like, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say before we head out? Because I'm sure some people have tuned out by this point.
I don't got nothing to plug. I've already plugged everything in existence. So
all right. Hopefully, all right. So that was the first episode of MOSHPIT Monday. Hopefully, we do this again. Leave it in the comments. You want to see this again? Did you guys make it the whole way through? Hit us up on socials if you're listening on the podcast. Everyone say goodbye and let's get the fuck out of here.
bye.
Bye.
That pretty much does it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. That way you're notified every time we drop a new episode or reaction review, okay? We do some reaction reviews and I try to do them podcast style. You can listen along. I've been trying to make them podcast accessible. I know you guys have asked me to put that on the audio version. So if you're listening to this, I appreciate you. And go check out some more stuff from Native Diamond. But anyway, big thanks to Joey from VRSTY, Jayce, Adam, and Scott from A Light Divided. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I cannot wait until we actually link up and we get to fucking party and COVID's hopefully over and I get to see you guys do some crazy shit on the stage because that's all I want. In my ideal world, we're watching live music again and having fun with our friends. Until that day comes, hopefully we have more MOSHPIT Mondays. Did you guys like the show? I had a fucking blast. It was so much fun. It was like the best thing ever that I've ever done on the podcast, and I cannot wait to do even more. Let's head out. Let's listen to some A Light Divided. Let's listen to some VRSTY. I hope you guys crush it this week, okay? Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Don't take shit from anyone. Be a fucking weirdo. Shine on. Shine on.
Another day, another broken plan. Feels like the world is slipping through my hands. I think I'm losing control. Can't seem to find my way home. I sat and watched my only map turn itself into stone. I'm hoping I can find a silver lining. Transmission, but you're not replying. We're losing signal over the horizon. Left screaming over radio silence. I think you'll break it up. I think you'll break it up. I think you'll break it up. I think you're breaking up.
Shine on.
Hell yeah.